We're back. I'm back with Josh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. That rhymes. I'm a poet. Back with Josh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, very good. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone over at the Bloodflame Kingdom. Hope everyone's been well. It's been a while.
Hello, Schmidtlings.
Oh, yeah, we remember. Okay, good. We know each other's audiences. Cool.
Hell yeah. But for those who do not know us, I will start off roses are red, the fire of my heart is blue, also known as the Scarlet Queen, the harbinger of order, leader of justice. I am Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame. Lovely to see you. Lovely. And today I'm joined with...
I'm Josh, and my introduction is never as exciting as that one, but I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh duelist, and that's what we're here for today. I'm gonna be guiding you through some exciting stuff that's going on right now because we are headed into another world championship, and that is what we're here for.
Yeah, Josh is a champion. You are a champion.
I have been a Master Duel World Champion in the past, and we are going to hear something about that today as well. Something that I haven't seen myself yet, so I am actually quite excited.
Ooh. Oh, you haven't, like...
I haven't seen it. I mean, I was there when they filmed it, so I have a good idea of what's in it, but I haven't seen what they made out of it. So yeah, there's a documentary we're going to be looking at later about the 2023 Master Duel World Championship, which happens to be the one that I, alongside my teammates, won. So I think that's going to be pretty hype. I guess the idea is to get everyone into the World Championship spirit by watching the documentary.
Yeah, it's very interesting for those who like for example, me. I haven't really. I'm quite new to like Master Duel and Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's interesting to see the tournament behind the scenes side of things. See how that plays out. How you and your teammates got together and stuff like that.
And you still have time to qualify for this year. You can.
Oh yes.
Starting tomorrow, you can try to qualify.
Qualify from June 4th to June 16th.
Exactly.
Yeah. On Master Duel. Yeah. Okay. So we were told to maybe play some tutorials. So we're
yeah, so I mean, we are basically going to hop into Master Duel today. I'm going to coach you through it. And we have basically two objectives for today. The first thing, or I guess one of the things that you told me you wanted to do, is you wanted to see how well you remembered the deck we played the last time, or rather the first time you played, which was for the Duel of the Titans. And there you played a Life Twin Sprite deck, which is actually, it's actually good timing because the Sprite deck just got some support recently.
What?
Well, not like new cards, but you remember Sprite Blue and Sprite Jet?
Yes. Which
were both semi-limited the last time we played. I do believe now you can play 3 copies of each. So that would make the deck even a little bit stronger than it was last time. So no new cards to learn, but more cards of the already existing ones that you can play.
More strong. Yeah. As long as I can still summon Zeus. That's
still in there. Yeah, that's still going strong. Yeah, you can still summon. You can summon Zeus, or you can not summon Zeus. Whatever you feel like. And then we're also going to be taking a look at a fan favorite deck that's actually quite strong in Master Duel right now, and that is the Blue Eyes White Dragon, which I feel like most people are familiar with.
Yeah, I was asked if I would like to learn a new deck and if it's okay being Blue Eyes, and I was like, yeah, why not? Let's have a little looky at that. Yeah. Yep. So when it comes to the training bit, we go to solo mode. Ooh. And then should we go here, training and challenges? Or...
Okay, hold up. Let me bring up your perspective real quick. Because I just had my Master Duel open. Right, there we go. All right, so if you want to just start with the solo mode, you can, I guess, if you want to. If you don't want to hop into like ranked right away or something like that, you can just select one of the
I mean, we can see how much. Yeah, let's see how much I remember first. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, you can just go in and duel, and then you can just you can do a casual one if you want to. You can that should be fine.
We'll do a cheeky casual match. Yeah. Select deck.
Change decks. Yeah, you should already have it.
I'm slowly remembering.
Oh, there you go. They updated it. Yeah, you do have three blues and 3 jets. Those were semi-limited last time you played. But other than that, I think it should all be stuff that you've played last time with. There's no new stuff in here. So you can just get going and we see what you remember.
Yeah. Pressure.
Nah, it's fine.
Football.
The football puts extra pressure on.
He's here to play some footy, not a card game. What the frick? Oh.
Anything feel familiar?
Yes. I should probably play this one first.
That is right. That is the card you play first.
Yay. I'm not even looking at my notes. That's part of the reason I'm like, oh.
All right. It all starts with a life twin.
Yes. But like, it doesn't matter which one, right?
You can just pick whichever you prefer. It does not matter which one you pick here. They basically do the same thing. At the end of it, you're going to have both on the field anyways. It's just which one do you prefer starting with? Lila. Okay.
I guess I'll pick Lila.
Okay.
Yes. Bloodflame Kingdom are like, she's remembering.
That's not bad. You're doing good so far.
It's like, it just reminds me of like part in an anime where someone's forgotten. They're like, I'm starting to remember my past. Where? Oh. Do I do that first? Yes. I do this first. And then do I get a gigantic sprite first? No.
You can make gigantic there. There's a lot of ways that lead to a similar result in this one. As long as you remember the things you definitely want to go through, then it's completely fine to do the gigantic here.
Okay. And then I sacrifice both of them, right?
You overlay them basically. They don't go to the graveyard right away. It's the Xyz, you put them underneath the Xyz basically.
This is when Josh actually translates what I'm trying to say. No, it's not sacrificing. That's totally.
I'm just over here like, well, actually, it's called overlay.
Well, actually. They're dead. Activate the effect to bring one back. Yes, I would like.
You get to now summon a level 2 from your deck. And since you don't have the... Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Well, now it's still... Your turn is still going to be good, but now you're just going to miss the sprite monsters, right? You just didn't go for a sprite there, so you w't have them.
Oopsie.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. You do just the twin thing, which is still good.
Yeah. It's fine.
It is fine.
Yeah. This is fine. Oopsie doopsie. Yes. I can get the blue one.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then blue brings back pink.
Yeah.
Or red, whatever. I don't know what people call it more often, but I call it pink.
Yeah, I agree. She's more pink.
And then we draw a card. We like drawing cards.
Yay!
I draw. Sprite blue.
Well, I guess you do get your sprites after all.
Yeah, I knew that would happen, Josh.
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's my bad actually. Yeah, no.
I believed in the heart of the cards. You see.
Okay, so in order to summon that blue, because blue needs you to have a level 2 monster on the board, and right now all you have is link 2s, you would have to special summon the Kill Frost, but that's okay. You can just do that. Just put it there, and then you can summon out the blue and get your sprites. The only thing that you're not going to be able to do is, because you've used the Evil Twins already, you can only summon Fiends from the extra deck, so you won't be able to, like, get a Sprite Elf or something, but you can get the ones from the deck.
I can get red now, right?
You can get red to negate monsters, or you can get carrot to negate spells, or you can get Sprite Jet, which ultimately also just gets you to red or carrot. So basically, it's just you pick between red and carrot now. Which one do you think is more... Which one did you like more playing last time? What do you felt like was more important? The negating a monster or stopping a spell?
There's
There's no wrong answer. It's, you can go off vibes here.
Yeah. I'll get this. Wait, am I...
Just use starter and get red or carrot, whichever one you want.
Activate. I will get red.
Okay.
And then I will put it in defense!
Oh no, that's not how we did it last time.
Don't do this to me.
Okay, no, that's good.
I did something. I did something good. I remembered defense.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Oh, I remembered. This is when Josh goes, no, nowadays we put it in.
No, we still put it in defense.
Like,
it's fine, you're good.
No.
Things have drastically changed since last time. Now, actually, the defense position is horrible.
Wow. Holy moly, times change.
No, it's good. It's good that way.
I don't think I could do anything else now.
You would probably not do anything else here because you just can't do anything other than just make more evil twins, which don't really add much.
Okay. I don't really need to put this down.
It's a normal spell, so you wouldn't be able to use it on the opponent's turn anyways. So you can just...
Okay.
Yep.
I end.
I end my turn.
What kind of deck is this person carrying?
About to find out.
All right, they have a football.
That is
They like a bit of footy.
impressive.
I didn't even know a football was a monster in this.
It's not a monster. It's just you have all kinds of different mates. You can even put a car there. I'm pretty sure there's a bike as well. I think.
Oh.
And you can just because
So
most people
it's
put
not
like little monsters as their mates, but there is a possibility to just put the.
So
like
it's
the
not
football.
a sentient football.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a little bit of a tricky situation because they're playing a very, very... Okay, I think we're losing the first one.
What the frig? We can't.
Well, I mean, okay, well, the sprite red is negated, so even if you use it here, you wouldn't be able to...
Oh.
It wouldn't work because they used the card on it that negated it.
Dang.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I can't. I just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Well, what a tricky situation, indeed.
Their deck is actually very, very familiar or very close to the Tenpai deck that you faced in the Invitational.
Oh no.
Where the plan is just to go second and win off of one card, and the field spell is that one card that just summons these four.
Oh no.
And they're gonna do a lot of damage to you.
I don't like that.
We could have done something about this if we didn't have all monsters on the field, because what we could have done is, even though the red is negated, it can still activate its effect to tribute a monster.
What the frig?
Yeah, they get big. They get too big. They
Here's
double
me
every
thinking,
time.
Oh, maybe I could get them on the next round. What
That-
the frig?
I told you they get big.
That was a bit. That was a bit OTT. Come on. that was a bit much.
They double every time.
So, another one.
All right, first game of the day.
It's fine. That was a warm up. That was a warm up.
No, that didn't count. Now is the first game.
That didn't count. Yeah. Glitched. I lagged. Ping difference. They was stream sniping me.
Yes, everything was true there. All of those things happened. Yes.
All of the what the they didn't. Nobody wanted to face me. Oh my god, frogs. Bruh. I go first.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it's the ping. Ping ghost. Ooh.
You can't win them all. It's fine. Ooh, that's a lot of sprite cards.
I'm kidding. No, I'm not a hardcore gamer. As in, like, I don't really mind if I win or lose. Which is bad when I guess it's not so good when I am playing something like competitive because I'm like, whatever.
That's fine. It's all about having fun, right? And I mean, you did remember your live twin combos quite well. I'm actually impressed for how long it's been. Not bad.
Yeah, I did it. Let's get the other twin out.
Mm-hmm.
What's
It's asking you to chain because it's a quick play spell, so you could respond with it to your own action, but you don't have to do it first.
I do the sprite.
Yep.
Yes. Meow meow. Yes. Give me card. No. I have.
You have 2 stars already. You're not going to need a third. You can
you
can pick between smashers and double cross. They're both good. I think double cross, if you're going first, is the stronger interruption. So I think going for the trap is stronger there.
Hmm.
And then you would probably use Sprite Starter to get out Sprite Red very first thing here. Or next thing, basically, because that would protect you from potential stuff that your opponent could throw at you on your turn. You can still get Sprite Carrot later with Gigantic Sprite. That's no problem.
So, yeah, now I would get Gigantic
Exactly,
Sprite.
yeah.
With
Gigantic
the blue
Sprite
and
with the 2 Sprite monsters. Well,
Yeah.
that are not red. Just blue and jet, because you don't need those anymore.
Yeah.
And then the Gigantic can get you the Sprite Carrot, and then you got the monster anti-spell trap negation ready, and then you can still do the Sprite, the life twin combo, basically, as you're, like, basically how you're used to.
It doesn't matter here.
No,
right?
it does not.
Okay. And then...
Mm-hmm.
And then I do the twins now?
We go
or-
Sprite Elf before we do the twins, and then we do the
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Sprite Elf. Eh? Can I go that way? Yeah.
Gigantic and one of the twins. Exactly. Just one of the twins.
Yeah.
Because Elf is going to bring back the twin anyways. It revives a level 2 once per turn.
Ah, yeah. It's all coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly but surely. And I bring back the twin.
Yeah. And then you just use the 2 twins to do the good old twin dance.
Yes.
Pink first.
Yeah. Let's go. It's like this part of the game of like doing so much card wise. I feel bad for the other person just waiting.
It's part of it. Yeah, you just like wait for your opponent to do their thing and then see if you can beat it with your cards. There's a lot of cards. You play some of them yourself that can stop your opponent from taking this long, or like from building the entire thing. There's some decks that are like more prone to it than others, where like some combos are longer, some are shorter. The Blue Eyes deck we're gonna look at later, I think, is a lot faster than the Life Twin stuff. Because it's just, I think it's just the nature of both the sprites and the Life Twins, where like every card is like find you another card, and that finds you another card, and so on and so forth, and that's why it's kind of like you string together these sort of turns.
Shall I plop this? Set this
Yes,
down?
you set the cross, and you can also set the starter, because you could use it on the opponent's turn to get more sprites.
That's really everything I could do now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. That's pretty much all your decks should do.
That's it. Oh, let's see what Bra has.
Let's see what Bra has over there.
Bruh.
Book of Moon. Okay.
Book of Moon is activated. Chain another card or effect. Target one face-up monster on the field. Change that target to face-down defense position.
So this is a weird one, because they're targeting your sprite Carrot, which would put it face down, and then it couldn't use its effect anymore. The thing is, the only thing you have to prevent this is sprite Carrot. But if you use it, then it's basically effectively the same outcome, because if you use sprite Carrot, and you can't use it again. So you would just have to let them... I think you just let them do this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because if you negate it using the sprite Carrot, then your sprite Carrot stays face up, but you can't use it anymore because it's once per turn.
Right, yeah.
What a combo. Okay. That card basically banishes a face down monster. So they flipped it face down first, and now they're banishing it. But that's completely fine. Them spending 2 cards on your Carrot here is no problem for you. That's all right.
It's fine?
It's
To
fine.
banish the Carrot?
Yeah, the Carrot. We'll be fine without the Carrot.
Okay. All right. Okay. I trust you, Josh.
Yeah, trust
I
me.
believe in
We'll
you.
be fine without the
you're
Carrot.
You're my champion coach. I believe. So...
All right. Breaker the Magical Warrior is normal summoned. That is going to try and destroy your face down card. So I think you can use Sprite Red on this. Because your face down card is pretty good.
Red.
And you would want to tribute one of the twins to get them back on the opponent's turn, right? You remember that part?
Yeah, if I tribute the blue, then she can destroy a card on the other side, right? Yeah. So
which is mostly better on the opponent's turn to have the removal instead of the draw.
So shall I use her effect now then?
If there is a card you really want to destroy, like if you're super worried about the face down, you could, but I think you can just wait and see, because you can still do it later. You're not going to like lose the chance to do so.
Oh, okay.
Because if they have more cards to play, then what?
Destroy.
Would you like it to stay around?
Oh,
okay.
Oops.
Yeah, okay, you can save.
I
You right-clicked, I think.
Fingered. Yeah.
That's okay. Well, they got to keep the breaker around. That's just nice. You're just being nice to them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now destroy the breaker with the Lila.
They think they're safe.
Give them hope and then take it away.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Yeah. You know my ploy. Yes. You thought you were safe. Goodbye, breaker. It's time to break the breaker. Activate card effect. I can still do this on my turn, right? So...
It's every turn, so you can do it now. You can do it next turn again. Like there's no reason not to do it now because it's once per turn.
Might as well. Oh,
we got him.
But gave up too soon.
I think they were just mad because they thought they could keep the breaker and then they couldn't.
Oh. I was just handing them candy and I was like, no. All right, let's do one more for luck.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, you gotta keep it. No, you don't. Thought you could keep your breaker. Psych. Debated. I'm going first.
You get to go first every time. Can I have that ability?
I wish I had that when it came to like
True.
like the more like important battles.
Oh, these hands are wonderful.
Oh gosh. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful, wunderbar. Yes. Give me the pink one. Sprite blue. And then we get Jet.
Yeah, this is basically the exact same combination as you drew last hand, right? You had a twin with a sprite. So you're gonna have the same end result. You're just not gonna have the trap card because you don't have a starter in hand already. So you're always gonna prioritize that. And then the starter can get you the sprite red, and then you do the exact same thing that you did last time, basically.
Okay.
It's safer to use the starter first. Well, okay.
First?
Just to get the red out there, but I don't know if you can still cancel. It's fine. They just won't have something that punishes this.
I don't think I can.
No, you're good. Just do this. Yeah.
Okay.
They just won't have an answer. Okay. Because normally the idea is that you put the sprite red out there so that if they try to mess with your gigantic sprite, you can stop it. Because you really care about the gigantic sprite resolving, but they don't have anything. It's fine. Never punished.
Nice. Phew. Good for me.
It is good for you. And then you're going to get red and carrot with gigantic and starter. Oh, I saw you hover the attack position. I saw it.
No, you didn't see anything. Ping, it was the screen glitched. This internet went funny. There we go. What other excuses can I give?
you make more excuses than you need to. I feel like one is fine.
No.
I need at least 5 for it to be believable.
Only 5. Okay. This guy, I mean, I think every time I'm always like, how do I make a real good use of this guy?
You just wait for your opponent to use a card that you also play. Basically, because it's like you declare a card name of a card that you have in your deck, and then you stop that card for the rest of the turn. So it's like if your opponent activates, let's say, Effect Veiler on your Life Twin, which is a card that you also play, you can go, I'll chain Crossout Designator, declaring Effect Veiler, and then the Effect Veiler will not work.
Right. I think it's because I've just barely gotten to use
You just happen to play against a lot of people that don't have the same cards in their deck as you, which is something that's one of the risks of playing that card. Is that if you play against someone who just doesn't share any cards with you in their deck, then you just can't use it. It's basically like you draw it and you won't be using it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elf was correct
it's any
here.
twin, right?
It's any twin, yeah. The reason it doesn't matter is because Elf revives one from the graveyard. So whichever one you use, you just bring back, and then you have both.
It's funny because my zombie mode is like, yes, I would click this and click this, but then I was like, I have to make sure. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta find the right balance of just like learning the stuff so you can play it down like fast, and then but you also want to make sure to never like. Sometimes these mini slip ups, they happen to everyone. It's fine though.
It's fine. We need pink first. Pink. Bow bow. It's the twins.
Yep, effect.
Yep.
And then we draw a card after we revive the pink one with the purple one. Draw a good card.
Just do it. Just draw a good card.
Just draw a good card.
That's your coaching. Just draw a good card.
Yeah. It's not that
What do
hard.
you do, coach? Just draw a good card. Just do it. Just do a thing. You're supposed to tell me to believe in the cards. Yeah. Yes. I'm believing. I'm believing.
Ah!
I didn't believe hard enough, Josh.
Well, it was your job to believe.
Damn it.
Well, that one doesn't help much right now. It's okay. We already got everything we wanted. It's all right. We just set both of the spell traps, and then we're good. Put that one in the okay. Yeah, set that one.
Were you about to say center?
Yes. It's to be fair, it's because infinite impermanence, when you set it and then you activate it, it'll block the entire column, and like a lot of people will just automatically put their stuff in the center.
See, I thought that, then what goes through my mind is, but what if they don't? What if they put it like a little bit to the side?
Well, the thing is, if they are aware of the card, then they can just always play into a column where there's no spell trap. What does that monster do? Because I don't know it.
There you go. Can't believe it. You don't know all the cards.
I
Josh.
do not know all the 15,000 cards. No.
Can't believe it.
Spare summons a card from your hand. Okay, so this card, as of now, does not really do anything. It will give an effect to a different card later if they perform an Exceed summon with it. So I think that's fine for now.
Okay.
Also pretty weak, so it doesn't threaten anything on your board. Because that's something sometimes that's a way to outplay like the sprite cards. It's just summon monsters that are bigger than them and attack them before they can use their effect. Like Red and Carrot, for example.
Oh, the
See, center.
Look, I nearly went.
What does
for
it do?
center.
What does the spell card do?
Clippers, rewind! I nearly went for center. Oh, what does it do? Let's see.
Oh, that's a lot of. Okay, reveal a card in your
That's
hand.
yeah.
Add a card from your deck to your hand. Okay. I don't know exactly what they're gonna add with it. When in doubt, you could just stop it with the carrot, because I mean they just stop with the carrot and tribute
let's just
the Lil.
stop. That's this one.
Yes.
At the moment of Lila's the blue. Should I bring it back now? Or,
Not yet.
wait?
I don't think we're super worried, because the only thing we can destroy on their field right now is that monster they just summoned. I don't think we care about that enough.
Yes. I will destroy it this time. I will.
What does that do?
We just got alerted that the mini documentary is now live, but you guys gotta wait and watch it with us, okay?
Yeah, no one watch it. No spoilers.
Watch it with us. Yeah, no spoilers. Watch it with us, and then you can watch it again on the YouTube channel after, okay?
What does Zexal Field do? The card they just activated in the field spell zone over there.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your cards and effects that target an Xyz. During your draw phase, before you draw, you can place Shining Draw from your deck on top of the deck if an Xyz monster is. Okay, we're not going to scroll down to finish reading it. Okay, good. Then just okay it.
Oh, just wait. Wait, what are we doing? Huh?
I don't think it does much. I think you just let it happen.
Okay.
The field spell is not too scary.
As long as you say so.
Mm-hmm. We are. I'm just a little anxious because the timer is going down, and I have some memories about that.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm really good with my time when it comes to playing Master Duel. Yeah, time is my friend in this game.
Yeah. Nothing has ever happened with the timer.
Nothing. No, nothing's ever happened. I haven't lost games because I ran out of time.
Look,
Don't be
do you see how they just they played into your infinite impermanence column for whatever reason?
Yeah, see, I knew that would happen.
Yeah, incredible
obviously.
actually.
Yes, I knew it. Elementary, my dear Josh.
Yeah, my bad.
No, it's never your bad, coach. It's never your bad. No, coach, no. Okay.
Right, they're trying to end their turn. You basically we can use the evil twin now because that's only in the main phase. So if they end the turn, then we wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Wow. Yes. So, should I get the field or what would you recommend?
Well, since we're not scared of the monster and we're also not really scared of the field spell, I think just getting the set card out there is probably the best move here. What I would do. All right, no idea what that was, but it is gone.
It is gone.
So sometimes there's cards that have like effects in the graveyard, but this one does not have one, so it's fine.
Oh God,
Okay, bring back Jet.
What should I bring? Jet. Oh.
And then we get the Gamma Burst for big damage next turn.
Oh yes, Gamma.
Oh, they didn't put Gamma Burst. Okay, we don't have Gamma Burst. I lied.
I did think that when we were looking before. I was like,
yeah, I didn't notice that was missing. That's fine.
Where's the Gamma, Konami? You heard of where's the Zeus? Where's the Gamma?
That makes it so. I mean, we can still win next turn. It's just not going to look as fancy, and it's going to take some more moves. Because with Gamma Burst, it's just you don't have to do anything there. It's fine. They are now in their battle phase, and their monster is smaller than everything that we have.
It's fine. We can still get them. It's fine. It's fine.
Where is okay? Outstanding move. Why did they do that?
There must have been a reason.
Sometimes there's reasons for stuff like this. Like when there's some cards that say like while you control no monsters, or when this card is destroyed by battle or something like that. That'd be a reason to like crash it into your opponent's monster. In their particular case, I don't know exactly. Was that one of those cards? If an Xyz is on the field, you can spare some of this card from your hand.
I have 28
All right,
seconds.
yep. Okay, cancel.
Oh.
This is the point of the game where we will stop reading our opponent's cards. We will instead just click buttons fast.
We click a button. Oh gosh, the timer.
All right, double click Sprite Red. Double click Kiss a Kill.
Jet. This one?
That was Lila, but it's fine. Whatever.
Whoops.
Right click. Yes.
Yes.
Done. Right click.
I love that. Wrong twin, but we'll keep going. Wrong twin, but it's fine.
No problem. Not even close.
Maxine.
Don't say it like that.
But it's so great that it's back. Let's summon that.
Okay, let's summon Maxi. You know what? Summon Maxi.
Yay!
You just activated it. You didn't summon it. You just pitched it to the graveyard. It's fine.
I did that on purpose.
You know what? Even this, we can still salvage it. You can bring it back with Sprite Elf if you want to.
Yes! I must bring it back. Can't believe I did that to Maxi. Can't believe I did that to Max.
Destroy their field spell? Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Goodbye, field spell.
All right, we need room if you want to bring back the Maxi. So you'd have to make the Link 4, the big twin. Yeah. Trouble Sunny.
Yeah.
Just use the two twins for it. Yep. That. And now I'm officially giving you permission to turn Red and Carrot into attack position. They are now supposed to be an attack.
Let's go.
And then use Sprite Elf to bring back Maxi. And then
Yep, Max. Come back, Max.
and then we worry about if this is 7,800, which I think it is 29.
How do I look again?
Yeah, it's fine.
There we go.
Yeah, we got enough.
We're gonna battle. It's time. Maxi you. You've been maxed. That's Tom.
Yeah, we're definitely learning good etiquette here. That's definitely.
Yeah. Let's go. I should have done Maxi last.
that was actually Max PM. Yes, that would have been the best possible thing to do.
Yay! Huzzah!
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So I do see that you remember your win deck quite well, actually. I'm impressed. I am impressed.
Thank you.
But we are also here today to learn something new.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Why don't we go ahead and take a look at the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck?
Yes.
That you should also have it in your collection. So there you can go. Edit it. To take a look at it. Yeah. You got the arrow on the right first. Make sure you fully read all of that. Definitely did. Okay. And then
read all the things. You gotta read in Master Duel, guys. You gotta read. Remember to read. Okay, this is I know what this one is.
I mean, everyone knows what the Blue Eyes White Dragon is, of course. And there's not actually too much to remember about this thing as well, because it's just a normal monster. So that's just a big dragon that we're going to be summoning over and over again, which is kind of the purpose of this deck, which is pretty cool. And there's a whole lot of other stuff in there to facilitate that. You know Effect Veiler.
Yeah. I know this guy, but I barely use him.
I mean, it's kind of like, it's the kind of card you keep in your hand. You don't use it for your combos. Even though it is a monster, it's not supposed to be on the field because the effect just takes part in your hand, basically. So yeah, but the Blue Eyes engine itself, it's relatively simple in terms of what it's supposed to do. It's got its combos, but if I don't know, I didn't count the steps, but like if a life twin plus a sprite is more like 15 steps, the Blue Eyes combos are more like 5 or 6. But it actually has quite, it's like more efficient because it actually makes quite powerful boards. So.
During your opponent's main phase, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, then target one effect monster your opponent controls. Negate the effects of the face-up monster your opponent controls until the end of this turn. And then we have Sage with Eyes of Blue.
Yeah, there's a lot of, basically, when the game first came out, it was just like Blue Eyes White Dragon was just a standalone card, and then eventually they designed an entire archetype around it. So
that's cool. Because
I mean, normally just a normal monster is not very powerful in Yu-Gi-Oh, with very, very few exceptions, because they simply don't have an effect, right? And that is not usually very good. So even if normal monsters have like solid stats or whatever, they typically don't end up seeing play unless there is very specific reasons to play the cards. And in Blue Eyes' case, they just made a lot of really good cards around it. And so Sage Blue Eyes Blue is one of those cards where it's the main purpose of it is that you normal summon it and you get to add a level 1 light tuner from your deck to your hand, which is a lot of the other cards in this deck. So basically it just facilitates other things. The card that you're going to search with it most often is the card next to it, which is Maiden with Eyes of Blue. Or no, Maiden of White, actually, is what it's called. There's multiple Maidens, but that one.
Yeah. Maiden. Oh, she has braids as well. She has plaits, as we say in Great Exodia.
Okay.
Sometimes what we call braids, hair braids, plaits. Yeah.
Well, she does have those.
Yeah, she has a lot of them. Maiden of White. You can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Place 1 true light from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in your spell and trap zone. Which one's the true light?
True Light is the trap at the very end of the list.
Oh.
That is, I think, like the main card for this deck. I mean, there's a lot of good cards in it, but this is the one that you try to keep on your field at all times. And if it ever goes to the graveyard, you're going to try and get it back as well, because it gives you a very, very powerful effect once per turn, which is that it's either going to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon from hand or graveyard, or it gives you access to any spell or trap in your deck that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon. So you basically choose every turn, you choose, do I want to summon a Blue Eyes right now, or do I want to get a spell trap? And so this is how this deck really accumulates card advantage over the course of multiple turns, because you keep using these very powerful effects repeatedly, and you have a lot of ways to, even if your opponent deals with your monsters, you get to like summon the Blue Eyes White Dragon back. And then of course,
it's definitely about getting that dragon back.
Yeah, it's all about it. Like Blue Eyes White Dragon basically gets onto the field, you do something with it, and then you bring it back, and you do that over and over and over again with this deck. It's pretty good. It's a pretty powerful deck at the moment. It might actually be one of the best decks once we are looking at the World Championship and stuff like that this year. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'd say it's in contention.
I mean, I see it when I was like casually playing for the Titans. Like there was a lot of people using like dragons and blue eyes.
I mean, these are this is like a fan favorite archetype for sure. Like this is very popular right now.
That's fun. And it's Maxi! Oh my gosh, it's Maxi, guys.
Yes, it is.
That everybody loves.
Yes,
I know this.
You know, Ash Blossom enjoys spring as well. This is a very common theme within Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that most decks will have like cards in common with other decks just because they're like generally good cards. Like you have your Blue Eyes deck where you obviously play a bunch of the Blue Eyes cards, but then you also mix in just some good old generic good cards like Ash Blossom, like Maxi, like Effect Veiler, and so on and so forth. But yeah, those are cards you're going to be familiar with from your other deck as well, because they're basically in both. You see Infinite Impermanence at the bottom as well. That card is also in here.
Oh yeah.
It's just a lot of generically good cards that you play, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Yeah, exactly. Basically, you basically the way you construct your decks is usually you put the strongest cards from the deck in that you want to play, like the strongest Blue Eyes cards, and then you pair it with the strongest other cards available. Yeah.
This one artistically is very cool.
Primite is a very, very pretty archetype, I think. I like those cards a lot, and they are pretty cool. So Primite is something that also helped Blue Eyes become basically a meta deck at the moment, where it used to always be like a fan favorite deck and people played it every once in a while, but it wasn't actually that strong. And now recently they got new Blue Eyes cards, and they also released the Primite archetype. And the Primite archetype is essentially, it's pretty much a match made in heaven for Blue Eyes decks, because the entire Primite deck is around having synergy with normal monsters. So every deck that has like a normal monster in it, like Blue Eyes, can use the Primite cards to like just add some really powerful cards to their deck. And Primite Ether Barrel is basically your preferred normal summon in the deck. Like you basically want to start, if you can, you want to start every turn with Primite Ether Barrel. Because upon normal summon, this one sets you a Primite spell trap from your deck, and the Primite spell trap you set with it most of the time is called Primite Lordly Load.
Hmm. Oh, let's see. Is it on? Is it in here?
It's directly under it, basically.
Yes.
That one, yeah.
Oh, pretty.
Mm-hmm. And when that's activated, you get to add a Primite card from your deck to your hand. So basically, in your opening hand, you want to see either the Lordly Load or the Ether Barrel. If you have the Ether Barrel, you go Ether Barrel into Lordly Load. If you have Lordly Load, you go Lordly Load into Ether Barrel. So they basically they find each other.
Lord.
Yeah.
Lordly Lord. I don't know. It just makes me laugh.
Yeah, now you have to say it every time like that when you use it today.
Lordly Lord. That's great. It's like you're meeting a lord and you're like, well, he's a very lordly lord, he is. He's a lordly lord indeed. Oh yes, this one. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Oh. Jet became a dragon.
That is I don't know how often this one's going to come up. This is even a card that not everyone plays in Blue Eyes. It's basically one of those cards that if you ever get to the point where you use it, it is very powerful, but it is not that easy to set it up. We will see if we can do it though, because if you can, it's quite powerful. Because it basically says if a card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, it just comes back from the graveyard over and over and over again. So once you have like an established position with the Blue Eyes deck, this card will just come back every time and make it really hard for the opponent to deal with your stuff. Because it also protects other cards from being destroyed by their card effects. But yeah.
Wow.
So a relatively simple combo, maybe I can walk you through that. If you have just Sage with Eyes of Blue.
Oh.
Or do you want to look at all the cards individually first?
Oh, I mean, I don't mind. Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. You. I mean, you're the coach. You
Okay.
could. I don't mind. Whatever you think works best.
Then go ahead and select the deck, or like go into solo mode and see if we can just run one into an AI where there's no timer, so I can explain you what we're doing.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like if I'm walking you through it step by step, it's gonna take longer than what you normally have, and I don't want to rush stuff at the end. So I think it's training and challenges. And then you would go into duel training. Duel strategy. Take the left one because the right one seems to be locked. Let me see if we can select the first duel. And then pick your deck and then see if we have...
Okay.
Just click play and see what happens. I think there's no timer in the solo mode, so I think go first. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, good. Close that one. So this hand has multiple ways to play it. This is pretty much as good as it gets. So I'm now wondering if I should walk you through the full thing, or if I should walk you through like a more simple version. Because in this hand I can use like, you know what? Use Wishes for Eyes of Blue. The spell card.
Okay.
Which is basically you have to discard another card from your hand in order to search for 2 cards from your deck. Which it adds you 1 discard to cross out designated. Otherwise, it's going to ask you to chain it every time you do something.
I have my dog.
Oh, we're taking notes. Okay, good.
Notes. Yeah, we're taking notes.
So I just want to note here that normally you wouldn't discard the crossout designator because it's really good here to protect your plays. We're just discarding it now because we're playing in the solo mode, so they won't have anything. And I don't want it to pop up every time you do something. Hey, do you want to chain the crossout designator? That's the only reason.
Okay.
Normally you would keep it. And do not ash yourself.
Would you have chosen in a normal game?
The second copy of Wishes, because you had 2 of it. And it's once per turn, so you wouldn't have needed it this turn. Okay, so Wishes lets you add basically a combination of a monster and a spell trap that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon. Most of the time, that is going to be Roar or Majesty, which is the... This one is a spell that summons Blue Eyes White Dragon, and this one is a trap that destroys opponent's cards. I think in this hand you can pick the trap card, the Majesty, and just click select.
Show up to 3 of the Blue Eyes White Dragons in your hand. Okay.
And then you would always grab Sage in this instance where you start. Yeah.
The lad.
And then you can normal summon Sage, and I'll show you what just one Sage can do in this deck. So basically, we're gonna play this turn.
The Primite bit, right?
Normally, you would start with the Primite. I just want to walk you through the basics of Blue Eyes first, before I show you the Primite cards. Because I think it's a little much if we do both. You have not activated its effect. Okay, now. Okay, start over. I think we have to start. You right-clicked it. You didn't activate its effect.
I might have accidentally.
That's okay. It's okay. Just retry. Yeah, there's a button. There's a button for cases like this.
The pause as I did it, I was like, hopefully that didn't fudge something up. Okay. I have a Blue Eyes.
Go to the I know exactly what to do here. Go to the top left. And then click retry.
This is what I should. Wow, I'll note this down. Click reach.
Okay, playable hand. Let's go.
Okay, I do wishes.
Yes, you can wish it.
I remember what you taught me. But I don't know which one to throw out.
Discard the Primite Drill Beam. No, use the Primite Drill Beam here. That one.
Okay.
We're taking care of learning the Primite cards later. So take the trap card.
We want this one, and then we want the Sage, and then gonna put the guy, summon him. Yeah.
Yes, and use its effect.
Then I'm gonna click to
yes.
Click yes.
Basically, what you can remember for this card is it always finds Maiden of White unless you already have Maiden of White. If you don't have if you already have Maiden of White, you don't need a second one. You can just grab an Effect Veiler. That's basically just like a backup plan. But plan A is always grab Maiden of White.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Maiden of White, you activate her effect, and that's going to give you the True Light from the deck, essentially.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I play it?
Yeah. You can put it wherever you want.
Okay.
All right. And then you basically, you're going to make a link 1 here. So.
Yeah.
Note that down. Note that down.
Noting. So we're gonna do what now?
A link 1 from the extra deck.
A link 1.
I don't know if you've ever made a link 1 actually. You won't, because you probably remember the link mechanic as something where you combine 2 monsters into a link 2. There are some archetypes in the game that have a link 1 monster where you can just turn 1 monster into a link. And Blue Eyes is one of those decks where the link monster, Spirit with Eyes of Blue, you can make it with any level 4 or lower dragon or spellcaster.
Oh.
So the Sage that you just normal summoned is a level 1 spellcaster, so you can now select the Spirit with Eyes of Blue. And then you link off the Sage, it goes to the graveyard, and then you put the Spirit with Eyes of Blue in, it doesn't matter which one of those 2 you put it into. And that card upon summon...
Yes?
They forgot to put the field spell in the deck. So, okay. Click Spirit with Eyes of Blue. I'll explain to you what happened right now. So, Spirit with Eyes of Blue says, if this card is link summoned, you can take a Mausoleum of White from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard.
Mhm.
That's the most relevant. That's what I was trying to do right now. They forgot to put Mausoleum of White. It's okay. We should put that in there. Otherwise, the deck's gonna feel very different.
We could add that. Yeah, we'll add that now. So I just
just leave you as Ren.
just that pause with you being like, something's supposed to happen.
Yeah, there was no pop up.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get to show everybody how to edit your deck.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. Yeah. Deck. Blue eyes. Edit deck.
Yeah. You know what? Take out the Jet Dragon. We don't need it.
Out?
Yeah. The second row. That one. Yeah. You can just right click. Just right click.
I just right click.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
All right, and then type Mausoleum. It should come up.
How do you spell Mausoleum?
M-A-U.
M-A-U?
S-O-L-E-U-M.
E-U-M, yeah.
Enter. Yeah, that one. The one right next to the spirit is the Mausoleum of White. Yeah. You can right click it too.
Oh, there we go. I can right click.
All right, and then you save it, and then we are. Let me just double check real quick. Yes, everything else is there.
Liz, your English. Look, I don't go spelling mausoleum all the time. It's not something I spell often.
When is the last time you've used the word mausoleum?
I'm trying. I don't think ever.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I just text my mom. I'm going down to the mausoleum. Well, now I know. I knew the Liam bit.
Yeah.
I think I've saved it. Have I saved it?
It would ask you anyways if you're leaving. You're like, hey, you were trying to leave without saving. Are you sure?
You're trying to leave? What the frig? Nothing else needs to be added?
No, this is fine.
Okay. Solo. Han Solo.
Dual training.
Dual training. This one. That one. Blue eyes. Play. Going fast. Yeah, my mom texts back. What the freak you doing at the mausoleum? I'm dueling, Mom. I'm dueling.
All right, cool. This hand, I love blue eyes. This hand, we just haven't drawn a blue eyes card except for the Mausoleum of White, which is not one that you are trying to draw because you're trying to grab it from your deck. So what we're going to do now is we're not going to restart for a fourth time. I'm just going to explain to you what the Primite cards do because we actually have those.
Yeah.
All right, so normal summon Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. That the part of the Primite cards is also, I think, significantly easier to understand as well. So it's pretty simple. You just go normal summon Ether Barrel. You activate its effect. You set Lordly Load.
Lordly Load?
Yep, that one. And then you activate that. The one you just set. Yeah, you just set the one you just set. You activate the one you set. And that will grab you Primite Drill Beam. And Primite Drill Beam is basically the main reason to play this entire engine. So hover Drill Beam real quick. So I'll explain you what it does. The one you just grabbed, yeah. So it's a quick play spell card that requires you to reveal a Primite or a normal monster in your hand. Or you can also just control a normal monster to activate it. Otherwise, so basically if you don't have those, you can't use it. Like if you just have Drill Beam and nothing else, it can't be activated. It needs to be used alongside Primite cards or normal monsters. And it has that requirement because it's very powerful. So it lets you target a face-up card on the field, negate its effects, and also banish it. And it basically sets itself. It sets itself from the graveyard every turn if you control a Primite monster. So you can only activate it once per turn, but you basically, once you have a drill beam, you can reset it every turn over and over and over again, which is really powerful.
Okay.
Yeah. And in order to get
Powerful.
because drill beam powerful, note that down. Yes.
Drill beam. But yeah, yes, they make it finicky because you got to have certain monsters on them.
Basically TLDR, you need a second Primite card in your hand, or you need a Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field or in your hand.
Oh, so they can be in your hand. Okay.
Yes, because it says reveal a Primite card or a normal monster in your hand, or if you control a normal monster or a level 5 or higher Primite, you can activate this card without revealing.
I see. Okay.
So the next point of synergy between Blue Eyes and Primite is the fact that Primite Dragon Ether Barrel is also a level 4 dragon. So you see how your extra deck is glowing right now. That is because it can be turned into the link monster that I just showed you for Blue Eyes. That one, yes.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Yes, which is normally what you would do, and you can do it right now. I can just show you. You would link it off into that. And this is where normally you would get the pop-up question of, do you want to activate its effects? The reason why you're not getting it here is because you've drawn the field spell, the Mausoleum of White. Normally, if the Mausoleum of White was in your deck and you didn't draw it, you would have just searched it now with the Link monster.
Oh, okay.
So the next step is normally to activate the Mausoleum of White.
Okay.
Here.
You want me to do that?
Yes, you can do that. And this is a field spell that you don't want to change the drill beam.
Okay, yes.
So this thing, basically this has two relevant effects, because the last part of the card you won't use. The first thing is that permanently it allows you to perform a second normal summon in a turn for a level 1 light tuner. Which basically a second normal summon is pretty good. Because if you draw 2 normal summons, you normally won't be able to use both of them. Like in this hand, for example, that you've drawn 2 Primite Dragon Ether Barrels, which both need to be normal summoned, right? That's why you can't use the second Ether Barrel in your hand right now.
Right.
But if you had a level 1 spellcaster right now, like the, let's say the Sage with Eyes of Blue, you could just normal summon that and do the full Blue Eyes combo. That's why the Primite and the Blue Eyes cards work so well together. Because you don't actually mind drawing them together. They actually, it's kind of like how you draw a Life Twin and a Sprite together. They don't clash. They work well together.
Right.
And the reason these work well together is because you have 2 normal summons. But yes, you can now use the Mausoleum of White's effect, the other effect, which just basically sends a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to the graveyard, in order to boost one of your monster's attacks. So you target your spirit. You say, I want this to get some attack points. And then I send the Blue Eyes from deck to the graveyard. And it's you basically in this deck, you always want the Blue Eyes White Dragons somewhere, either field, hand, or graveyard, because that's how you get your effects. Yeah, and then you can use the Spirit with Eyes of Blue's other effect, which is that you tribute it to revive a Blue Eyes from the graveyard or summon one from your hand.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically that's what that's the intended use of the Link monster, is basically like step by step. It has the effect to get you the field spell. The field spell puts Blue Eyes White Dragon in the graveyard, and then the other part of the Link monster's effect revives the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Got it?
Right.
Okay.
Thanks. Maybe, coach, maybe.
We'll figure it out. It's okay.
We'll figure it out, yes. But wait, so that I mean, the other dude had like became more powerful, and then was that the only reason we were able to summon the Blue Eyes, or?
So the reason the Link monster got more powerful is the field spell.
Okay, right, okay.
So the field spell says you can target one of your monsters, send a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to the graveyard, or any normal monster, but in this deck it is the Blue Eyes White Dragon, and the monster gains attack points equal to the level times 100. So basically, TLDR of that entire block of text is send a Blue Eyes from your deck to the graveyard, a monster gains 800 attack.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. Right. So now, what do we do?
So
next?
the unfortunate part of this particular hand is that because you didn't draw any of the blue eyes cards themselves, you do not have access to a tuner, so we can't make all of the cool extra deck stuff that this deck can do. But we've basically we've established all the Primite cards, and we've also established how the Primite cards can still get you to Blue Eyes White Dragon itself.
Yeah.
But at this point, you wouldn't be doing much more from this point. You basically you have your drill beam set up, and you have your Primite cards established otherwise as well, which is pretty solid. You can still use the Lordly Load, because Lordly Load also lets you summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon once per turn.
Yeah.
The effect in blue over there, basically, you can declare any normal monster card name, special summon one of those normal monsters from your deck or graveyard, but then you cannot activate the effects of special summon monsters for the rest of the turn. So you can activate that.
Okay.
You're going to declare the Blue Eyes White Dragon that's left in your deck. You're not going to respond to it, and then you're going to summon that out. Right. So just like
Another blue eyes.
Yep. Just like that, you've summoned 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons, basically, and you'd be setting your cards, your Drill Beam and your Infinite Impermanence, and you would pass the turn with this hand.
I guess I'll set this center.
You would set in the center, yes.
And then I set this?
You do set it because it's a quick play spell, so it can be used on your opponent's turn, yeah.
Okay. And that's
That would be it with this hand, yeah, unfortunately. We don't have this, but yeah, it's not every combo can be as fancy as the Live Twin Sprite combo, okay?
Yes, yeah, it is definitely. There's a lot more dancing to it.
They have luck. Yeah, you don't have to do anything about this. I mean, it's the first solo mode. They're not going to put up much of a fight, but yes, you'd be done here. Yeah.
Draw.
Majesty of the White
Dragons. Activate the effect of Primite Dragon in your graveyard.
This is the last thing to the Primite engine, basically. The reason why it's so strong is not only what it does on the first turn, but also what it offers you on the later turns. The Ether Barrel adds itself back to your hand every turn, as long as you have a normal monster on the field or in the graveyard.
Okay.
Also, you remember how I said the Drill Beam resets itself every turn if you have a Primite monster on the field?
Yeah.
This is how you have a Primate monster on the field every turn, because the Ether Barrel adds itself from the graveyard back to your hand. You normal summon it, and that enables you to reset the Drill Beam. So basically, all of the Primate cards come back every single turn.
Huh. Interesting.
So basically, whenever you see this pop up, you would basically always click yes on it. There's no reason to decline a free card in your hand usually. So you would just add it back to your hand, even if you don't plan on using it this turn. Even if you don't need it, like, why would you not just add it back? And then you can re-normal summon it, and grab another Lordly Load as well, because you do play multiple of those. We can set that.
Lordly Load. I set. Do I activate it now?
You can, yeah, you can. You have targets for it. You can. I mean, at this point. At a certain point, because the cards add themselves back, they do become repetitive, and you will be adding multiple copies of the same card that you won't have a great use for. That does happen sometimes, because also, especially because your opponent didn't even play into your Drill Beam here. Like, you can grab another Drill Beam, or you can grab another Ether Barrel, but you have both of those cards already. You're just accumulating card advantage. In case they ever deal with your stuff, you have backup, basically. So yeah, you can grab another Drill Beam. But Drill Beam only works on face-up cards, so right now you couldn't only use it. You can banish your own card if you want, but you probably shouldn't.
Okay.
I think here you just turn the Blue Eyes to attack and go to town. I don't think you have enough damage. This deck, you will also find out that this deck does not perform as many like 8,000 damage combos as the Sprite deck did with Gamma Burst. Like, this deck is a little bit slower in terms of like how quickly it can finish games. It's a lot more about like just positioning and doing some damage over the course of like 2 or 3 turns, and always trying to like answer what your opponent is trying to do.
Okay.
So here, you used your normal summon. There's nothing really worth going into from your extra deck. Because you can make stuff from your extra deck right now, but it's not really worth. So would you just be going into the battle phase here?
Okay. Battle.
And now it's your call. Did they set a monster with more than 1600 defense? Because if they did, then you would want to attack with the blue eyes first. But if they set something small, then you would be doing way more damage if the two blue eyes attack directly.
I'm gonna... Well, I can't... Can I not do the drill beam? Like, well, after this card's gone.
Yeah, you know what? You could do that. Yeah, if it's a big monster, you can just drill beam it and then still attack with the two blue eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just cancel this bit, yeah.
Not yet, because it's still face down. Yeah, you can't use it. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, what's that?
So, tribute a dragon type monster. Destroy all face-up monsters on the field whose defense is less than or equal. Okay, what did they tribute? They tributed a lizard soldier. Okay. Well, that would it would destroy your Primate Dragon Ether Barrel. But I'll show you why Drill Beam is so powerful, because Drill Beam does not only work on... It does not only work on monsters, it also works in spells and traps. So you would use the Drill Beam that you have on your field here. You can just activate it.
Yeah.
And then you target a face-up card on the field. You want to show them your Ether Barrel?
Yeah, look at it!
Okay, look at my Ether Barrel.
Look at it! It's here! Look at my dragon! And then...
Select the card to negate its effects. Which one are you trying to negate?
What? Well, this one,
yeah.
right? Yeah. It's one of those, like, you know, when you're in a class and it's the obvious answer, but you're like,
that's too easy.
Right? Replay happens, continue to attack.
Yeah, this is something that happens in Yu-Gi-Oh! When you like try to attack something, and then your opponent does something and the card is no longer there. The game will ask you, like, do you still want to attack, or do you want to cancel your attack? Because you have the option to cancel the attack, but you can also just continue attacking directly.
Yeah.
Right, so the blue eyes will do it. It was not quite enough, but now we can go into main phase 2, and I can show you how to reset the drill beam after you've used it. Because that is the other part of the card that's so great, is because you control the Primate Dragon Ether Barrel, you can just reset it to do it again every turn. So that's why there's a yellow circle around your graveyard right now, because the drill beam can be activated. Because it says during your main phase, if you control a Primate monster, you can set this card from your graveyard. So you would just do that, you can reset it now, and then it's ready to go on your opponent's turn again. So basically the drill beams will just stop a card every turn now.
Wow.
And then you would also set the trap card.
This one, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Setting.
And then just call it a day. It's fine.
I guess I'll let Dragon Army like have a go.
Right, good attempt, Dragon Army.
And I don't need to click. What is this? Show up to 3 of the blue eyes in your hand. Face up monster zone. Destroy an equal number of cards your opponent controls.
So you can just get rid of the set monster there. I don't think it's a big threat, but you can. I can just show you how the card works, I think. Maybe that's good.
Yeah, should I click it then?
Yeah, just activate it. So don't respond to it. And then now you have to basically show your opponent that you have Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand, field, or graveyard, which of course they can see him on the field, but in case you had one in your... If you had one in your hand, they wouldn't know. So you still have to click to show them that one. And then for each Blue Eyes White Dragon you show them, you can destroy a card they control. So, I mean, they only have one card right now, but if they had a second card, you could destroy both right now, because you do have 2 blue eyes.
Oh, wow.
And 2 is also the maximum number of cards you can destroy with it in your deck, because you only play 2 Blue Eyes White Dragon. If you played all 3 and you had all 3, that trap card would also destroy 3 cards. It's just the kind of, oh great, more Primate cards.
Load.
Right now, there's only one important thing this turn, and that's that you attack with the Blue Eyes White Dragon for the last remaining damage, because that has a cool animation. That's all you need to do.
I just attack with... Okay.
You would just attack with the Blue Eyes, yeah.
Alright, battle. Let's go. I attack with my blue eyes. Wow. Oh, dang. That was
Yeah, that happens. That happens only when you attack for game with the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Oh, wow.
Okay, the only thing I really want to show you with this deck as well is the synchro plays it can do if you draw the tuners, because you just basically that was just the Primites, which they are very powerful, but the deck really reaches its full potential if you use the tuners with it.
Yeah. All right, we'll go to this other one then. Blue eyes. Go. I'm going first.
Now I hope I hope we don't have to restart. No, we're good. Okay.
Cool. Okay.
What are battle positions? We know that. All right. Wishes for Eyes of Blue.
Activate.
Activate, discard 1, and then add 2 cards from your deck to your hand, 1 spell trap, and 1 monster. Do the same thing with the crossout. Yeah, just otherwise the crossout is gonna ask you every time.
Okay.
All right, so grab the Majesty trap. You're gonna get the True Light in a second, and then grab the Sage with Eyes of Blue.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna normal summon Sage.
Okay. Normal summon.
Use its effect.
Yes.
We have the Maiden as a target for it, and then Maiden will place the True Light from the deck.
But I activate her, right?
Yes,
yeah?
exactly.
Okay.
And then we link 1.
Oh yeah. Okay. Link 1.
And this time it's going to ask us whether we want to activate its effect.
This time it would ask us. Okay. Yes. And then, no. Yes. Mausoleum! Mom, I'm at the mausoleum. Okay.
All right, use the Mausoleum.
Okay.
Activate the Mausoleum on the field to get the Blue Eyes from the deck to the graveyard. Not that.
Wait. Oh.
Not that. It wouldn't be too bad if you clicked that by accident, but yeah, that one.
Activate this. Okay. I select that.
Yeah, that card basically, because it can be used at any time, it's going to ask you a lot of times whether you want to respond to yourself with that card.
Right.
Right, you're going to use Spirit now?
Spirit.
Is the Link monster. Spirit's the Link monster.
Oh, it's... Yeah. So I was
all good.
wondering, how did it go into the grave last time?
It tributes itself to revive the Blue Eyes, yeah.
Oh, no, yeah.
All right, and here's here's where you get the tuners back, because Maiden's second effect is if whenever you special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon, she'll come back. So you can just activate that effect now. Yep. And so I don't know, this might be the first time you've synchro summoned. I'm not sure. But click your extra deck. And you see how you can now summon the white monsters, which is synchro.
Yeah. And
synchros is a mechanic that works by combining 2 specific monsters. Like you can't just use any monsters like with link summons. In the case of synchros, you usually need a tuner monster. And tuner is basically just a category of cards. Like that's a trait that some cards just have it, that they are a tuner. Which basically just means they can be used to make synchros. And so if you just go on the arrow in the right corner, top right corner of that box, yeah, you'll see the green symbol on the Maiden of White. It basically that tells you that she's a tuner. She's a tuner, and the important thing with synchros is that they need to equal the level of what you're trying to summon. Basically, you're adding them together. You're adding a level 8 Blue Eyes to a level 1 Maiden, which makes a level 9 synchro. So that Blue Eyes mostly consists of level 9 synchros, and the one you're making 99% of the time is Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. So
Lightstorm Dragon. Oh, okay.
Lightstorm Dragon is like a backup plan kind of option, but most of the time it is Blue Eye Spirit Dragon that you make, which is basically, this is the card that this deck revolves around, let's say. This is what you're trying to have on your end field. Sometimes you make even 2 of it. This is like the whole gimmick of the deck. So basically what Blue Eye Spirit Dragon does is it has, as so many other Yu-Gi-Oh cards, it has multiple effects. It lets you
Wow.
it lets you stop. Basically, the most important effect of this card is that you contribute it to summon another Light Dragon Synchro from your extra deck. Which I'm going to show you in a second what that does, but basically at that point you can basically tag out with it at any point into something else. And there's basically, it's a powerful toolbox because there's like different targets for it.
Okay.
But it also says you can negate a card effect that activates in the graveyard, which is pretty nice. So normally what you're trying to do is you're trying to summon the Spirit Dragon, try to get some value from it by negating a card in the graveyard, and then tag it out into another one in the extra deck, which I'll show you on your opponent's turn. So basically with this hand, we are pretty close to done. You can still use the True Light effect because you haven't used it yet, and that's a once per turn resource, so you might want to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
The thing is, True Light only sets spells and traps. So basically, choose one of these effects. You can set a spell trap from your deck that mentions the Blue Eyes White Dragon, or you can summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from the graveyard.
I mean, I'll do this one.
Okay.
You
You don't want to tag out with it right now.
No.
Yeah.
What options do I have? Raw.
It'd be Roar
Bingo
here.
machine. Okay.
Roar is pretty simple, even though it has a long text, but it's just summon a Blue Eyes. Summon a Blue Eyes from anywhere.
Okay.
Which you can do right now if you feel like it. You can just activate it. It's fine. Because the more Blue Eyes we have on the field or in the graveyard, summon the one from deck. Yeah. That one, yeah. The more we have, the more cards we can destroy with the trap card. Remember, if we didn't use the Roar now, we would only have 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon in the graveyard, so we can only destroy 1 card with it. Now, because we have a second one on the field, we can destroy 2.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So now you just set all your trap cards and you're done.
I can't put this in the middle.
Because you put the True Light in the center.
Can't
Yeah.
believe it.
That's a fatal mistake.
I'm putting it all the way over there.
No, I'm joking. That's fine.
Okay. Is there anything to activate here?
There's Wishes, which is like... Wishes has a graveyard effect. Not Roar. The one we used at the very start. That one. Yeah, it has a graveyard effect. I skipped on it because it's kind of like a side thingy. You would do it. You can do it. It equips one of your Blue Eyes with a card from your extra deck.
There it is. Okay.
You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target a Blue Eyes White Dragon you control, equip a Blue Eyes monster from your extra deck to it as an equip spell that gives it 400 attack. So it's like a very minor bonus that you can just... There's no reason not to do it, basically. I just didn't want to like put too much information out there, but like you can just... Yeah. Just put the one you always equip is that one. Yeah, level 12.
A level 12. Okay. Oh.
Hey, it's equipped.
Yay. Oh yeah. Do I have to click something? Oh.
What? Oh, it's basically... An equip spell is like a card that continuously strengthens one of your monsters, so it's just vibing there.
Oh yeah, I've not seen this, so I'm like, what is this?
They're basically they're like connected because it's equipped to the Blue Eyes right now. It's just showing you that.
Okay. Ah, all right.
Yep.
Nice. I just go to
that's fine.
Okay.
Hack the Moon. What does that do again? Once per turn. Target a spell trap. Okay, that's fine.
I just cancel.
Okay. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh. Yeah,
a lot of stuff just happened.
The computer plays a lot faster than a real human. Okay. Well, it seems like they're done after this. So I think we would always want to use the Majesty, which is the trap on the right. Which would, in this case, you just get to destroy 2 cards. Because you have 2 blue eyes. You have 1 blue eyes on the field. You have 1 in the graveyard. It's going to ask you to show them, basically. Yeah, show the one in the graveyard. Show another one on the field. And then you get to destroy 2 cards.
Okay. Is there any in particular?
I don't think you care about the field spell. I don't think you care about attack the moon. I think you care most about the face downs, potentially. And the monster or the 2 spell traps. You can go both spell traps, or you can go with the monster plus a spell trap. It's both fine. Yeah. Right, they're done. Okay, we're gonna use the True Light this turn because there's no in the end phase. We're just gonna use the True Light to revive a blue eyes from the graveyard.
Okay.
And that's also gonna let you bring back the maiden.
Oh.
That's also each turn. All right, cool.
I don't need to.
So the thing with Spirit Dragon is that if the monster gets to the monster you summon with it gets to destroy it in the end phase. So if you do it on your opponent's turn, bingo.
Bingo. All
right, so I mean, essentially at this point, you already have enough damage to win the game. I don't know what the face down is, but you can do something pretty cool as well that I can show you, which is go to your extra deck. And you can make the fusion monster now without using a fusion spell, actually. The Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon over on the very left.
Oh, this one.
It's... You either have to fusion summon it, or you summon it by sending a Blue Eyes that is equipped with something to the graveyard. So because we did equip the Blue Eyes White Dragon last turn by using the wishes in the graveyard, you can now select Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon and send the equipped Blue Eyes to the graveyard and summon the Tyrant Dragon. And Tyrant Dragon is a very powerful card because it can attack all of your opponent's monsters. Well, in this case, I mean, it doesn't matter. Your opponent has none, but like you can even, it's 3,400, and if your opponent has 5 monsters, you can attack all of them. Like, it's very powerful. It is also unaffected by trap cards. So if your opponent has like a little trap card back there, it won't do anything to it. And also after it battles, it can reset a trap card from your graveyard.
Oh my gosh.
So so the trap you used last turn to destroy multiple cards from your opponent, like in Blue Eyes, if you for some reason you can't finish the game, you can always like try to reset that card over and over and over again. So like destroying multiple cards every turn.
Golly.
This is why this deck's like was so good, is because all of the resources are so recurring. Like you get it all back. The Primite cards that we saw earlier as well, like you just bring it all back every turn. So here, I mean, you can do more things, but I think it's just fine to go battle phase here. Because you got way more than enough damage, and you can also still bring back another Blue Eyes with the True Light, so I think you just go battle phase.
What does the bingo one do again? Reveal 3 cards from your deck that meets at least one of the criteria.
It's like you show 3 cards from your deck and you get a random one from it to your hand. The problem is you don't have enough in your deck anymore because you've already basically searched for all of them.
Okay.
So attack with Tyrant. I'll show you how to reset the trap.
Oh, okay.
Right, and then after it battles, it's gonna be you're gonna activate it and target any trap in your grave and set it, and then you set the Majesty back. And then it's basically ready to go for next turn. You can't use it this turn because it's a trap card. It needs to be set for a turn. But next turn, you can destroy 2 cards with it again. Although in this case, I don't think there is going to be a next turn.
There is no next turn.
Okay, so after Spirit has attacked,
we are powerful.
I'll show you the monster that you can tag out into with Spirit Dragon.
Okay.
So click Spirit Dragon and use its effect.
Okay.
So you tribute it, and then you get to summon any light dragon synchro from your extra deck. Yeah, cancel. So the one that this thing summons most of the time is Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon.
Ultimate spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
So,
Wow.
and that's also going to be the one that we summon now.
Mm.
Um,
I just put it in the same place.
you can put it anywhere.
Okay. Whoa.
It does summon in defense position, so it cannot attack this turn. But it has the effect to basically stop any card on the field once per turn. So
okay.
the reason why we summoned it now is just in case, you know, you're going to attack with Blue Eyes next to try and finish the game. And if the set card that they have is anything, you can stop it with the Ultimate Spirit.
Hey.
Also, perfect sequencing for the animation.
Yeah. Yeah, I meant to do that. Yeah. I did actually think before I did it, I was like, oh, I'm glad I used that last. I could see the animation.
Yeah. That was the optimal sequence for explaining and for getting the animation.
Yay. Okay.
So basically, that is, I mean, I know it's a lot that to take in whenever you learn a new Yu-Gi-Oh deck and you like there's like 30 different cards, but that is the rough idea of the Blue Eyes deck, right? Like you're trying to summon the synchros and you're trying to control the game more. I mean, in a real game, if you're not up against the solo mode, they're gonna put up more of a fight, of course, and you're not always winning on the second turn with Blue Eyes. It's more like a back and forth kind of thing where you try to use those resources like the Primite Drill Beam and the Majesty Trap to like gain an advantage over the course of multiple turns because they keep coming back. And that's how you like try to stop your opponent from making a huge field. And that's pretty much the thing with Blue Eyes. And it's a pretty cool deck. The only thing that sometimes is weird, you know how in your combo you get all of these cards to your hand or to your field, right? Like you use the Mausoleum of White, you get the True Light for free from the deck. The deck can be a little bit awkward sometimes if you draw those cards because they're meant to be in your deck for your other cards, right?
Oh. So yeah, so you gotta be careful of clicking yes.
It's fine because I mean, let's say you draw the field spell, right? The Mausoleum of White. It's not like your deck doesn't function. It still does. It's just you're missing out on the free card with the Link monster. Because you're just not adding it from the deck. You already have it. You're just not using the effect of the Link monster. So you just play with one less card, essentially. But it still works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So, should we do like a casual match with the Blue Eyes?
We can do a casual match. You can also play against me, whatever you feel like.
Oh, why not both? Why not both? Let's just do a. Oh my god, I'm in the wrong bit. Okay, let's do a casual with this deck first. Oh, I change that. Edit. I change decks. Blue Eyes. Select. Okay. And then I will challenge you. But just to remind everybody, the World Championship is coming up, and the first stage qualifiers is from June 4th till June 16th. So if you're interested, download Master Duel and join in the World Championship. And then the second stage is June 13th till June 16th.
Exactly. So the way it works for people that are interested in how you can qualify for the World Championships, essentially there's 2 stages to it where you have to play through the first stage, but it's more relaxed. Actually, let me walk you through the turn and then I'll finish what I just started. Yeah. Okay, so you did draw the True Light, which is not ideal, but it's actually not too bad in this hand because otherwise, I mean, you wouldn't have access to it. So you're gonna start with the Primites here.
Yeah.
And use the effect to get the Lordly Load.
Lordly Load.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Activate the Lordly Load to grab the Drill Beam.
Load. Get the drill that pierces the heavens. Then
Make your Link monster. extra deck. You just go into the extra deck. The when it's yellow,
Okay.
you just
Oh,
go
and then
there.
we get the
exactly.
other
You get
guy.
you get the field spell.
Get the other guy. Yeah.
This hand actually showcases a nice niche scenario. Yes. Which is the fact that Effect Veiler has some synergy with this deck. So you're actually going to use it a lot more than in the Sprite deck. Because it is a level 1 spellcaster tuner as well. So you're going to use the field spell here. And then you're going to use the field spell to get the Blue Eyes White Dragon from the deck into the graveyard. And then you're going to use the link to revive it. And so normally, in a perfect hand, this is where you would then use your normal summon that you have another normal summon here. That's why the Effect Veiler is like has a blue outline. Because you can actually normal summon it here. In a perfect world, this is where you would normal summon your Sage, the one that we just looked at, right? But Effect Veiler actually is a pretty good normal summon here. So I would recommend you normal summon Effect Veiler.
Oh, yeah, there
it is a tuner. Yes, it is a tuner.
Yeah.
It doesn't come up very often because the effect is in the hand. So normally it doesn't hit the field. But in some situations, you can use it as a tuner. And so it allows you here, because it's a level 1 plus level 8 for the Blue Eyes, it does allow you to make the Spirit Dragon.
Okay. So...
The Spirit Dragon's in your extra deck.
Yes, I can get this guy.
There it is. So...
Dragon.
It's a dragon, yes. So we are pretty much done here. The only thing I would do is still use the Lordly Load here to summon out the second Blue Eyes from your deck. And then you just set your stuff and you're done. Yeah, nothing here. Special the Blue Eyes that's in the deck.
Yeah.
Anywhere. And then you just set the Drill Beam and the True Light and then you're done.
Set. Then we done. Let's go.
It is quite a bit faster than a Life Point Sprite deck.
Yeah.
Okay, they discarded that, and they're just trying to add a Machine Cyber Dark monster from your hand. The only way you have to stop this right now is Ash Blossom, which if you want to, you can. I think it's fine. Yeah, all right.
You've been blessed by the blossom.
When in doubt, use Ash Blossom. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's going to just stop their effect.
I like the little blossom giggle. She's like, haha, teehee. Effective chain the card.
This one was you can discard this card, add a Cyber Dark spell trap from your deck to your hand. Right now, we cannot stop that. So we just have to let it happen.
Okay.
We can maybe stop the spell card that they're adding, but we cannot stop the claw from adding it. Taking a while to decide. There it is. Okay, Cyberdark Realm.
Oh.
A good one. All right, when this card is activated, you can add a Cyberdark monster from your deck to your hand. During your main phase, you can normal summon a Cyberdark. Okay, so that card has two effects. It gives them a card into their hand, and it also allows them to do a second normal summon. That seems pretty good to me. So I think you can use Drill Beam on it. Because that'll get rid of both of those.
Look at my dragon!
No, not your own. Not your own. Their card. Their card.
I wasn't actually gonna kill my own dragon.
Yeah, that's fine.
You think I'm a rookie? I mean, I am very good at misclicking, that's for sure. I'm very good at doing that. Oh.
If
Yeah,
this card is normal summoned, target a level 3 or lower dragon, equip it to this card. That is fine, I think.
Okay, you think it's fine? All right.
I think so. I don't know. I don't know exactly what they're gonna do with this, but I think that's fine. It does make it 2400, but it's not bigger than what we have. End phase. Okay, cool. Yeah, use the true light here.
Wait. Oh, the true light.
Yeah, use it to get use the effect immediately. Yes, and then use the other one to set a spell trap. And that's how we can get the wishes. Because we didn't open. Okay.
Victory!
We didn't open any of the Blue Eyes cards, but we still got into it via the Primites, and also the True Light would have still gotten into it this turn.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
GG. I feel like a winner. This is when I feel like sometimes people end it too soon. I guess, you know, it's because
I mean, you're in casual mode and you are basically playing one of the best decks in the game right now. So I don't know if that's what they were expecting to run into, you know?
Right, yeah.
I think that's there's a reason why the Blue Eyes deck is one of the best decks in the game at the moment, and the Cyber Dark deck is probably solid, but it's not on quite the same level. Because I mean they did try to get some stuff going there with the two, but you just stopped basically 2 cards of them, and then like it just wasn't. But yeah. You are right though. Sometimes it's still worth playing it out against Blue Eyes because there's ways they could have lived the next turn as well and then just came back the turn after. Blue Eyes the problem with Blue Eyes, or like the good thing about Blue Eyes, is that once it is in this sort of situation, it can just reset these cards over and over and over again, right? So like if they weren't in a position to win against the Drill Beam on that turn, they already know you're gonna have the Drill Beam again next turn. Kind of open some packs.
This art is pretty, yeah.
Yeah, well,
I was
pull
like,
it.
oh, pretty card. Just pull it. Just pull it. Yeah, let's get one. They won't mind. Open.
Oh.
Give me cute girl.
Oh, there's no way.
Yeah, got a shiny one.
Yeah.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
You like tier elements?
Wow. Oh, what's this one? Wow.
That's a good card.
Look. It reminds me of like a different enemy. Bottomless trap hole. I recognize that one.
That used to be a very good card. It's been a while. More tier elements.
Yeah.
More tier elements.
Oh, she's cute.
No tier element.
Who's that guy? Cute. But yeah, for those who don't know, you can pull some card packs on here. Yeah.
That was a good pack.
Because we haven't really done that, so the audience got to see that. So yeah, let's duel. You can set up the room. And
I
such.
can.
I think we need to like add. We don't need to add each other again, do we?
No, I'll just send you a room code, and I think what we can just do is I think we can just both play the Blue Eyes deck, so that chances are one of us is going to be able to pull off the stuff, and I can show you. Yeah. Let me create a dual room. Create the room. Oh, actually, hold up. I am for no particular reason increasing the timer on Duel Room. Don't interpret anything into that. I'm just gonna...
Why are you increasing the time?
I just feel like it. I just feel like it.
Yeah. I mean, if you feel like it, I mean, it's fine. You can increase the time. It's not like I need it.
Yeah, no, I don't think you do, but I feel better that way.
Nah. Yeah. It's for you. It's for you, Josh. Because remember when we dueled before, you were the one that ran out of time.
Yeah, true. It's for me.
Yeah.
It's for me.
Enter a room. Yeah, it's for you. It's for you. Okay. Let's see. So I input the room ID. Oh, I have to add a deck first. Okay. Blue eyes. Select deck. It doesn't show the room code on this bit. Okay, I can share my screen again.
Nice.
Okay, there we go. Alright, begin.
Alright, did you want me to still walk you through your plays, or do you want to do it on your own?
We'll see how it goes.
I'll let you go first.
Oh. I didn't make enough notes.
It's fine. I'm here. It's not that serious. I'll just tell you what to do if you don't know what's happening.
Okay. Well, first I'm gonna play the wishes. Yep. And then I'm going to get rid of that guy.
Yeah, I'll let you do that. That's fine.
You're about to do something.
No. I couldn't.
Doing stuff. It's so. Oh.
I like how you discarded crossout designator just because you're never able to use it, but we're using the exact same deck.
We're using
so
the
that
same
card
deck.
it lets you because we're playing the exact same deck. That card stops every card in my deck.
Can't believe it. Can't believe I've done this. Select cards in your deck together. I get the guy.
Okay.
Do I play True Light now, or is it after I've done this?
You
guy?
can't play True Light. It's a trap card.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You get it with the maiden. It's not supposed to be in your hand.
I was testing you.
Okay.
You about to stop me from doing something?
Huh?
Am I able to do the next thing?
No.
Oh no. Can't believe this happened. No,
Only you had a way to stop that.
Do I have a way to stop it? Huh.
Okay, so you would still activate the Lordly Load here.
I thought so.
You would have normally done this first.
My mind.
You would have done this first before you even summoned the Sage. I'm not gonna let you do it anyways.
I'm not gonna let you do it anyway, so
you can still get to a Blue Eyes White Dragon for your trap card though. With the Link monster. It's unfortunate you drew the field spell, so the Link monster can't search it for free, but you still can summon the Link monster so that you can use the field spell to get the Blue Eyes from the deck into the graveyard and then revive it with the Link.
Yeah.
And then the trap card can still destroy something.
And then I activate the...
And then you would set both of your traps and you would pass. It's like, considering I used 2 cards to try and stop you, this is not actually too bad because the trap card can still destroy one of my cards and you have the True Light set up. It could have been a lot stronger if you had the True Light. You can actually use the wishes. I keep forgetting about using the wishes in the graveyard before I end my turn. It is good to use it here, and you also you equip the Neo Blue Eyes, the level 12 fusion. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you can also, if you want to, you can immediately turn it into a Tyrant Dragon. It's not the worst idea.
I'm trying to think if it. Yeah. You know what? Why not?
Yeah.
There we go. Let's go. Tyrant Dragon.
I set this card in attack mode and end my turn.
All right, not too bad.
Thanks, coach.
You're welcome. Okay, how do we do this? I'm gonna start with a Lordly Load not in the center. Okay, so the way this works right now, because what you have is a trap card that destroys one of my cards in the Majesty. And this is, I don't know if we've ever had this happen before in our coaching sessions or whatever. Continuous spell cards like Lordly Load, which you can tell from the little symbol under the name. If you destroy those, they do not get their effects. So if you want to stop me from adding a Primite card from the deck to the hand right now, you would use the trap card on it, which if I was in your position, I think I would. That'd be Majesty. Majesty is the one that destroys. Yeah, True Light just gets you a Blue Eyes White Dragon or a spell card, but so True Light does not actually stop me from doing anything this turn.
Okay, coach.
And then you would not respond. Oh. Okay.
Okay,
Trainer. Okay. That wasn't really all that different to what I thought it would be. Okay. I have a little translator gadget. Majesty of the White Dragon. I don't need to do that.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, trainer.
Prove to me that you have the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Okay.
I did it. It's there. It's there. I swear.
And then destroy the Lordly Load.
Goodbye.
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 I will activate Maiden.
Can't believe you done this. What does that even? I don't need to do this right now.
No, there's not really a reason to do it right now. It's gonna be like, I mean, it's gonna be annoying, I guess, that every time I do something, that it's gonna ask you whether you want to chain to it. But you don't really have a reason to do that right now. Alright, I'm gonna use the effect of True Light to set a spell trap, and that's going to be Wishes. I'm going to use Wishes and discard one from my hand, which you can't stop me from doing. And I will grab my own copy of Majesty and my own copy of Sage. Summon the Sage. Grab an Effect Veiler. And I'm picking Effect Veiler here because I already have the Maiden in the graveyard and I already have the True Light on the field, so adding another Maiden wouldn't do anything for me. Yeah, transformed.
Yeah, I was like, the other guy's transformed.
Yeah, it always does that.
Your little mate. From your deck either. Sorry, for the 100th time, what does True Light when's the best time to use True Light again?
So in this turn, it's probably going to be my end phase. So if you don't want it to keep asking you, you can, on the bottom right where it says auto, I'm pretty sure you can switch it to off.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd have to change the setting for it if you want to. You can go into the settings top left. It's like 2 clicks. I can remove it for you. Okay. I'll add mausoleum. You can also whenever it pops up, just right click. Like now it's gonna ask you whether you want to change, just right click. Alright, I'm basically doing the same thing that you just did. I'm copying your plays.
Can't believe you're copying me. Copying my homework. What
It was
the freak?
good. The only difference is that I have the maiden.
Damn it, I'm maidenless.
Yep.
Can't believe it. Damn, I'm maidenless, guys. No maidens? Oh, she's shiny maiden.
Yeah, I got lucky with that one.
Wow. Damn, even as a shiny maiden. What the freak?
Only one though. The other one that I have is normal. Alright, that Tyrant Dragon is pretty big. I think we're just gonna trade Tyrant Dragons here.
Wyatt.
I have no other way. I can't really get over it right now, and it's unaffected by trap cards. So I'm gonna use my Tyrant Dragon to reset a trap. Oh, here.
What a
And you can do the
tyrant.
same thing, and you should do the same thing.
Yes.
Because you just get back that trap card for free as well.
Okay.
Where do you want to put the Majesty? Oh, that's mean. I wanted to put the Infinite Impermanence in front of it, but you just put it in front of my True Light. Okay, I'll put it in front of this one then.
Haha, yeah, I did that on purpose. I totally did that because, yeah, I was like, you know what? If I put it there, then if he has that card, I can, yeah.
Okay, so you have spent the entirety of that turn right-clicking on True Light because you wanted to use it in the end phase. And then when it asked you in the end phase whether you wanted to activate True Light, you just right-clicked it again.
Oh no, I got too used to clicking the right click. No.
It's fine.
Can't believe
You can
it.
still use it this turn. It's just you just missed out on one activation basically. You could have had a free card, but it's okay. Maybe you don't need it.
Can't believe it.
You would still use it here.
I can still use it here.
Yes, you would still use it here, and you would use the effect immediately, and I think you would use the one to get the spell trap. Because that way you can finally get into your Blue Eyes cards. And that would be via Wishes. Wishes is the one you'd need.
Yeah, wishes. I need to do the wishes first, right?
I think so, yeah. You'd be using Wishes now.
Yeah, goodbye.
I'll allow it.
Thanks, Josh.
You're welcome.
This one. That one. What's this do again? Special summon in defense position. One blue eyes monster from your deck. If you control no blue eyes white dragon, you can only special summon blue eyes white dragon with this effect.
It just summons Blue Eyes. Pretty much. As so many cards in this deck do.
I do the sage.
Yeah, you do Sage now.
Yeah. Yes.
I will use Spectacular. Stop you adding the level
I'm
amount.
still maidenless. Can't believe you're doing this to me. Oh my god. No maidens. I can still do.
You can also still summon the
This.
synchro. You don't need the link now because you already have the mausoleum. You actually really want the tuner to stay. Oh, we don't need Typhon. Typhon is a very desperate measure.
So, how do I?
You would need, in order to make a synchro, you need a Blue Eyes White Dragon, and the only card that can summon that right now is the Roar you have.
I can activate this now.
You would now activate Roar to get the Blue Eyes from your deck, and then you
Get
have
Blue
Blue Eyes
Eyes.
plus Sage into a synchro if you want to do that. Yeah.
Ah, yes. Okay. No. Give me the one from my deck.
Okay.
Then I get this one. Dragon.
Dragon indeed.
Huh. You contribute the synchro summoned card. Special summon one light dragon synchro monster from your extra deck in defense position.
Mm-hmm. So I think right now you're kind of forced to activate your trap
Show
because
three. Okay.
which
So I
because you're just trying to you're trying to destroy my spell traps and my maiden.
Yes. Yes.
It's going to force because you actually know a couple of cards that I have because I added them from the deck to my hand. You know I have the same trap that you do. And you also know what my the other set card is because I reset it with my Tyrant Dragon. So I'm going to chain my own Majesty. And I'm also going to chain my True Light effect to set a spell trap for my deck. So what's going to happen here is basically we're going to destroy each other's fields completely, pretty much.
What?
Because True Light, as powerful of a card as it is, has a pretty big drawback, which is that if your opponent manages to destroy it, you can actually read it on your own True Light as well. If it gets destroyed, it destroys all your monsters. If this face-up card is sent from the spell trap zone to the graveyard, destroy all monsters you control. So I'm going to show you a Blue Eyes in my grave, and I actually also have one in hand. Here, look, if you don't believe me, there's one. And I'm going to destroy your True Light and your Spirit Dragon, and you're going to you also have two Blue Eyes. So you're going to destroy like my True Light and one of my set cards. Probably the one I just set on the far right. And my True Light. Yeah. And now your True Light and my True Light are both going to activate, and basically both of our fields are going to be empty after this.
Oh, well.
So for now, we are both maidenless.
No maidens. Damn. Maybe one day I'll actually be able to summon a maiden. One day.
Well, yeah, this is basically all you can do on this turn. You don't have anything left.
Oh yeah. I can battle you.
Yes, you can go into your battle phase.
Yeah. Battle you with my words. No, I can't do that either. I can't do that either.
And these are basically, this is a very typical game state for a Blue Eyes deck where you just trade cards with your opponents a lot. And this is where in this particular game, the the Primites are going to make a huge difference because I'm going to get this back now and it guarantees me plays this turn. Which is why this deck functions so well when both players are so low on cards. Because you're going to see how you basically took almost everything I had away and I'm going to like rebuild it pretty much in its entirety now. Because of this ether barrel. So it gives me this. That gives me a drill beam for next turn. And then I'm gonna do the following thing. I make my link 1. I use it to revive Blue Eyes. That brings back Maiden, no longer maidenless.
I'm maidenless. Dang it.
Maiden brings back True Light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No maiden, no dragons.
The Maiden is one of the most important cards in the deck for sure, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting all of this from that one card that I had in my graveyard, basically. Like, this is all just because...
Oh my god.
And this is the strength of the deck, basically. It's not because it makes the most powerful boards on the first turn, but it's more about what happens on the turns after.
Yeah, you guys are right. I don't need maidens or dragons. I got my Bloodflame Kingdom. They're like, you got us.
Summon us. I can't do that.
I'd allow it.
You'd allow it, yeah. There we go. Josh would allow it. Oh gosh, no! No!
You get one more draw.
Powerful.
What? Oh, cool.
Oh, cool. What was it? Oh, you can make Typhon. Summon it.
Summon. Okay.
You can make Typhon.
I can?
Yes.
Oh! Wait. How? How do I do that?
You just put it on top of the Ash Blossom.
I'm confused.
Okay. For Typhon, I'll explain to you Typhon. It's quite the funny card. So go to your extra deck and click Typhon. So this card is
that is this guy.
it is Typhon. Yeah, this is Zeus's arch enemy.
Okay, yeah.
So normally
it cut off his name, so I was like,
oh yeah, my
must
bad.
not be
Yeah,
the guy.
okay. Yeah, no, it's Super
like-
Star Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis.
yes, say his full name.
Yeah. My bad.
Can't believe that.
So it normally needs 2 level 12 monsters, but I don't think anyone has ever done that, ever. Like, put 2 level 12 monsters into a Typhon. The real way you make it is during the turn or the turn after your opponent special summoned 2 or more monsters from the extra deck, you can also just make it on top of whatever you have, basically. Like, you have to use your biggest monster for it, but in this case, even the 0 attack Ash Blossom will do. So essentially, it's meant to like punish people for overextending from the extra deck. The problem with it is that it's not actually that strong. It's more like a desperate measure, and it's not gonna actually help against all the stuff that I have. There's some situations though where it's pretty nice.
So it's not like Zeus where it can just get rid of everything.
Not everything. It would return 1 card to the hand.
Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, return 1 monster from the field to the hand. Oh. Oh.
I don't think it doesn't turn around this game, but it's a cool thing to be aware of that you can make it sometimes.
Yeah.
However, drill beam.
Can't believe you've done this. Yeah. I got drilled.
It was a good attempt. I'm not gonna lie, that was a good attempt. I think if you had kept the crossout designator to stop one of my more important cards, like my maiden, there's a world where you just win that game.
As you like started saying it, it clicked. I was like, wait, we have the same friggin' deck. Oh my god, that was so helpful. One of those few times. Gonna pierce the heavens.
Are you gonna
Oh, whoops,
end your
sorry.
turn?
No, you don't win if I turn end.
I'll use Spirit. Just so he's been here.
He's just chilling.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. He's dead.
I wanted to draw Maxi so bad.
Karma. Get me with my own medicine.
I didn't draw it though.
This is for that casual game.
Do Ash as well.
Oh no. I'm about to be lost by the blossom.
My turn to get the animation.
No! That was cool. Yay!
You did well, all things considered. That was not bad. That was not a bad Blue Eyes turn. It really wasn't.
Yeah, it was very cool to learn. Wow.
I mean, there's obviously there's way more to the deck than what you can just do on like three games or something.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
But I'm hoping I was able to showcase some of the stuff that you can do with it and why it's so powerful. Because you'll notice the key difference between this deck and like the Sprite Lifetime deck is more like the Sprite Lifetime deck was, I feel like, a lot more explosive on the first turn, where they take longer. You get like more. It has more steps. You summon, especially from the extra deck, like 5-6 times. And in this one, it's typically just 1 or 2. But it's still like in the long run, this deck is like so much better at rebuilding the board as well, right? Like if you saw, like you got my entire board cleared basically, and off of that one Primite Ether Barrel Dragon that comes back in the standby phase, you can rebuild it all because like the Link monster brings back the Blue Eyes. When you summon the Blue Eyes, the Maiden comes back. Maiden gives you back the True Light. The True Light then gives you another card, that card, and so on and so forth, right? Like, and it's very good at rebuilding that way.
It's definitely a hiccup when you can't summon the maid.
It's to be fair, they did also recently. You can only play 2 maidens at the moment because the deck was so powerful. And they also put the Sage to 2 as well. So the Sage is the one that searches you the Maiden. So it we used to have basically 6 copies of the Maiden because you played 3 Sage and 3 Maidens. Now you can only play 2 and 2. So there are more games now where you just can't find it.
Yeah.
That does happen a little bit more often. They did that to balance it a little bit. They did it to specifically hold you back.
I see.
Because you would have been too powerful with 3 Maidens.
What the? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm just 3 maidens. Yes. Sorry, I got distracted.
That's all good.
My mind went elsewhere. Anyway, 3 maidens. Yeah. Anyway, wow, we have a documentary to watch, Joshua.
Yes, we do. Okay, so let me set this up. Yeah, no, I mean, in general, let me finish my thought from earlier where I was telling people about how the world's qualification works, essentially.
Please. Yeah.
So it is pretty much open to everybody, right? So like that's the cool part about Master Duel Worlds is that technically anyone has a chance to participate, as long as you're good and you try hard enough, I think, in Master Duel. Because it's basically an open qualifier that runs for 2 weeks, where there's a stage 1 where you just play through it. It's more like relaxed. The first stage is nothing like too hectic or too stressful. You just have like 2 weeks of time basically to play through it. And once you finish the first stage, There's a second stage tournament happening for an entire weekend, basically, where it starts Friday and it runs for 72 hours, and the best performing players of that weekend will just qualify for the World Championship.
Wow, 72 hours.
Which is also the way I qualified back in 2023 when we ended up winning the World Championship. Because the cool part is that the World Championship is a 3 versus 3 tournament, basically, in teams. So if you qualify for the World Championship, you get to bring 2 friends along as well.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I see. So it just has to be like, I guess one of your team has to get through.
Exactly. So
right?
One qualifies, and then you can invite basically anyone. I mean, they do of course need to have a Master Duel account and be a Yu-Gi-Oh player, pretty much. But you can invite 2 people. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a reminder, the first stage is June 4th till June 16th.
Yes, exactly. It starts tomorrow and runs for 2 weeks.
I'm only kidding. Yeah, June 4th to June 16th. And then the second stage is June 13th to June 16th. Yeah. Yeah. And this documentary we're about to watch, I've only like watched a snippet just to test the video, but it's good. It's an interesting one, which you're in. Oh my god!
Well, yeah. The point of the documentary is that they wanted to make a short film about our journey for the 2023 World Championships. I have a rough idea what's in it because I was there when they filmed it, but I don't know exactly what they made out of it. So I am excited to see what exactly. I mean, it's the first time ever that someone's made a documentary on anything I'm done. So that's I'm hoping it's pretty cool. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm
excited. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting for peeps like me who are new to the card scene. Because obviously I grew up with the show, but like the card side of things and seeing the behind the scenes of how the tournaments work and how hard you guys, work to get through and all that jazz. It's very interesting seeing the passion through a documentary. It's called Hit on 5, the story of Snipehunters. Yeah, so let's set ourselves up to watch that.
So I am set up, so all you need to do is tell me when to press play, so we are on the same page.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll just do a quick audio check for my audience, just to check if they can hear it. Y'all hear that? I think you do. Also that. Oh yeah, get your popcorn. Yeah, get your popcorn. Sounds good. We hear it. Okay, cool. All right. Shall we go 3, 2, 1, play?
Yes, you hit me with the play, and then I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Winning the WCS
That's
was
us.
too much of emotion to describe with mere words.
Definitely an amazing moment that I don't know if I'll ever experience something like that again. Hi, I'm Josh. I'm 29 years old. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player and content creator. My first interaction with Yu-Gi-Oh was obviously watching it when I was a kid in school, and eventually we found out there's real cards and we started playing, and that's how it all began. I first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh competitively when I found out there was local tournaments in my area. At that point, I was only 10, 11 years old, so I didn't take it that seriously.
Wow.
And then
Been a long time.
later on, when I was older, I started going to YCSs when they started doing them in Europe. I went to the very first one, and ever since then, I've been playing nonstop.
I have a long history with Josh because we both share the love of the Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game. But of course,
He's a
I
caster.
rediscovered Josh as a Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel player when he decided to go and grind for the World Championship for the first time.
When I've checked out the YouTube channel, I've seen him commentating. Yeah.
I didn't know they used so much old footage as well.
Attractive to me is that you can just play it from the comfort of your own home, and basically the fact that I can stream it as well to my audience and stuff like that is great for that. Taking part in the Worlds qualifier as soon as they announced it, I was super hyped about the additional opportunity to qualify for the World Championship, because of course I've been trying to do it in the TCG for a long time, and a second chance basically was just something I was always gonna take.
Like I have 57.
A lot of people were really interested just in high-level focused gameplay, so the stream turned out to be a huge success, and I just thought that was amazing because I was just tryharding basically the tournament and just had.
I was already a streamer,
not really
but
doing
I
much
did
about it, but people really
basically streamed the entire weekend
entire
where I
experience
qualified.
was pretty tiring, but also very rewarding, of course, because it felt like something I've worked towards the entire weekend and maybe even the preparation time before that. And at the time, I think it didn't quite settle in immediately because I was very exhausted from the entire weekend. But then I went to bed, and when I woke up, I suddenly realized that it worked out, and I was very, very happy about it. Yeah.
Yay!
I am Jack Roy Steakhammer.
Quantal, my goat.
Handle is Quantal. I started to play at first very casually, enjoying the game.
Quantal's from the Netherlands.
Never really had competitive success previously.
But Emre is from Germany
Cups
as well.
Started up in Europe. I started to play almost every single one of them. And at that point, I really felt I had a chance being more than just a casual, but also being competitive and
You could
doing
do
well
anything
at
if you put your mind to it.
what seems to be also WCS, which really is special. The qualification process was quite special. Full on 72 hours was really a roller coaster of emotions. There's a lot of ups and downs.
Weekend every time.
Certain points where you play too much because you're too
72
tired,
hours, are you?
and it's really.
I mean, it's up to you how much you play, but it is obviously advised that you take breaks.
A friend of mine that I've already known from the TCG, and I also, of course, saw him as one of my greatest rivals during the qualification period because he was so close to me. But that also showed me that he was really good at Master Duel. And because I knew him already, I was like, it only makes sense for me if I really want to take the World Championship seriously. I wanted the best people on my team, so I asked Quantal if he wanted to join because I also felt like he deserved it.
I felt just relieved that after all that work, it just worked out and I had achieved a dream of mine.
I'm Emre Kızılataş. I'm 26 years old and I live in Frankfurt, Germany. During the early 2000s, my brother's 8 years older than I am. Yu-Gi-Oh was really popular in pop culture.
Like,
I remember playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories on the PlayStation 1 back then. I really enjoyed that game.
So Emre, on the other hand, is someone I've known for even longer. I've known him basically since he was like this big, basically. And I knew that one of his biggest dreams was
like 10
going
years
to the
older
World
than him.
Championships. And I was really happy to give him that opportunity.
We were really good friends back then, like we had the same friend group. And when I started playing again in 2022, he was like my travel buddy, basically.
So at the time, I personally did not know Emre. My first time actually meeting Emre was in a Discord.
So for Emre in particular, just thinking about how he brings that positive attitude, you know, the fact that he's always upbeat. We have countless countless clips rather of him just smiling, super happy.
That's nice.
The first connection I have to Emre as a player is, of course, with him and his most favorite Fluanderie strategy. He has been known for that in the TCG, and then also transitioned that love for the Fluanderies deck into Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
We first listed every deck we believed was playable for the tournament. It was also our first time dealing with the deck restrictions and deck regulations, which were a fun challenge, a very welcomed one. Only being able to share 3 cards among the decks.
The format for the World Championship was very special, and that's why we prepared for it a lot. And we knew we were going to bring the tier limit strategy because that was the best deck at the time, which was also Quantal's best deck. And
one of the
he was
decks
very, very
we
good
played.
with it, so that's why we gave that deck to him. And then we had to still find 5 other decks. We decided, since you don't necessarily have to play both of the decks, that we made it our biggest priority to find 1 really good deck for each player, so 3 really good decks, and then have secondary decks that complement that deck.
Our team selection at the time was me playing Tier Limit and backup as Sky Striker, Josh with Matuya Runic and Dragon Link, and Emre with Exorcister and Labyrinth.
There we also came up with the Matuya Runic deck. He wanted to try the deck out for like a game, just to see how it feels. And I was playing Sprite and Labyrinth at that time. And he just obliterated me like the entire day. And then we realized, okay, that deck is crazy. I really wanted to bring my Flu deck to Worlds because it's my favorite deck. And I feel really comfortable playing that deck. Josh was not so keen on it, so he told me to come to his place. If I win one game in 2 hours, he'll let me play the deck. I didn't win a single game.
Yeah.
So in terms of expectations, of course, you do have to contextualize it with the fact that they were second seed
Yeah, if you win against me.
heading into that World Championship behind Shakespeare.
I was kind of expecting you to be like,
Surprisingly, I wasn't quite stressed in the lead up towards WCS.
He didn't win.
I honestly felt that whatever happens, happens. I felt that most of us were quite
Look
calm.
at his smile. They even said it in the doc. They were like, he has a lovely smile.
He does.
We started well into the tournament, and that was very important, I think, because the first round was by far the most nerve-wracking round because you just sit down and this is where it starts. And all the in-game effects were also very special for the World Championship, so it was something I don't think anyone was prepared for it, how intense it felt when you have the headset on and everything, but we won our first 2 rounds, which was really important because after those we were already guaranteed to make it through the group stages, so we had a lot of pressure fallen off of us for the 3rd round of the group stage.
So the 3rd match really at that point didn't matter too much, where I decided to, Josh told me to play Sky Striker, just to test the matchup into Exorcister, which gave us a good guidance of how Striker was into the Exorcister matchup.
In the top cut, I really started to shine. I won more games than I lost, which was really important. We played against the Japanese team. And I remember in the very last set, we all 3 lost the coin toss. Like, I was looking to the left, I saw Frontal lose, I saw Josh lose, I look at my monitor, I lose. I look at my opening hand, I drew triple Ash Blossom, which is a good card, but you don't want to draw it as a 3-off. And I somehow still ended up winning that game.
Right before the final, we were all very, very nervous, especially the opening ceremony. We heard the music and everything, and that really, everyone had chills waiting for the finals, and it was very, very special. Emre, of course, wandering around the venue because he couldn't stand still because he was so nervous. Jack and myself, a little bit more calm and collected, but still hearts racing and everything. We just tried to stay calm as much as possible. Looking back at it now, I don't really know how we managed to even pull that off and stay there and just play the finals.
The final was really interesting. So Team 7 has 3 really, really great players. I think by today everyone knows them. They are like
they have different colors every year as well.
That we can get. I was in my head. I had the feeling if I win the very first game against Jesse that we're going to win the final.
And there we go. Game 1. Advantage to Snipehunters and advantage.
We were able to solidify a 3-3 to the final set.
The very last game of that match was Quantal. If he wins, we're going to win the World Championship. As soon as he started to attack for a game, I had like goosebumps on my entire body and I was like, yeah, we've just done it, which of course we believe in it, but we also didn't believe in it because it was so surreal to be the world champion.
Yeah! Oh my god!
The WCS title for me, when going into the tournament,
so great that it,
was
cool
more
on
of a
camera
dream
as well.
than anything else.
Memories.
Too much of emotion to describe with mere words.
You feel numb basically for a moment because it takes a while to settle in, right? You just you stand up and we hug each other and everything, but it doesn't feel real yet because it takes a while to realize, and we walk up to lift the trophy and everything, and it's just a very, very surreal moment that even now I have a hard time describing the exact feelings, but definitely an amazing moment that I don't know if I'll ever experience something like that again.
I very much closely followed the World Championship in 2023.
I mean, the first one is always going to be the most special.
Basically watching it,
even if it doesn't happen.
I was super excited for it. I was like, honestly, so incredibly happy when they did it.
After winning WCS 23, it was quite a calming effect, where rather than playing less Yu-Gi-Oh, I ended up playing more Yu-Gi-Oh than ever.
The motivation was clear. We wanted to win back-to-back. That was like our goal.
A couple months before the World Championship was coming up, we just started actively playing. I mean, I think most of us were actively playing the entire time anyways because we just like to play the game, so that wasn't really the issue, but we started more concentrated preparation.
I personally was testing every single deck that included Promethean Princess, the Star of Flames.
Look at you.
A lot of the fire decks were
If I was a demon.
individually all shared a lot of important key pieces, such as Snake Eye Engine.
We looked at the meta,
costume.
which I think was pretty much dominated by Fire Kings. So we knew, okay, one of us will play Fire King. Yubel was also a threat, but we didn't like Yubel that much because it played really weak into Maxi, which was a 3 back then. We knew, okay, one of us will play Fire King. It ended up being Josh. Quantle ended up really liking Key Elements again, which was a strategy that he felt the most comfortable with. And I picked Centurion as my first deck, which was really odd. I think no one else played it.
And at near the end, we had really solidified that Fire King Snake Eye was by far the most settled in the metagame in order to beat the vast majority of decks.
I think we had a good chance to win it going into it, but I think so did all the other teams. Of course, they increased the number of teams this year, so it was naturally going to be a little bit harder, and I don't think there was any team that we looked at and we were like, yeah, those are going to be easy to play against. I think everyone was a hard opponent.
They came in as the favorite simply because, you know, they'd won the prior year, and we had a lot of expectations for them based on the highs that they'd reached before and the fact that they'd shown that they can compete and be the best team in the world.
2024 Worlds definitely went quite different on day one, especially for me, because I had not the greatest day one.
So we started off with a rough situation where we lost round one. Somehow we played best when under pressure.
Emre was performing very well on the first day. He was single-handedly beating almost all of his opponents.
Winning that many games felt really good. I felt like, yeah, just bring me the next opponent, I'll just against them as well. When I'm losing, my teammates are winning. When they're losing, I'm winning. And that's what makes a great team. Like, we need to complement each other, as I said.
Then into top 4, we played a familiar opponent with Taskus' team, which we had previously played in the previous top 4 of the previous WCS.
It was Quantle and my turn to pay him back for it, and we ended up winning the semifinals as well.
Way!
Our mental state before the final compared to last year was completely different.
I want one of these jerseys.
More chill.
I think the two championships we had so far for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel lift off of the rivalry between Team 7 and Team Snipehunters. It's like a whole new story now. It is part of the game. It is part of why the World Championship was so exciting for both of these years.
I think there has always been a sort of rivalry since the first WCS final. We knew that Team 7 wanted to win the WCS as much as we do. When we met for the second time, we really knew that they were coming back with a hunger to win that event.
The finals didn't go well for us this year. Looking back at it, I don't think there was too much we could have done. As soon as the match finished, I felt like I was already okay with it. Of course, I felt disappointment, but I also saw their reaction and I saw how much it meant to them. And they are also people that I've become friends with over the years. So I think the overwhelming feeling for me was, it's okay. We had it last year. I think it's okay if they have their moment this year. And I felt happy for them, and it was okay ultimately.
That's lovely, Josh.
Thank you.
After we lost the final, we knew that we were not automatically qualified because only the winner gets qualified. So we knew we had to go through all of the process of qualifying again.
I think Team Snipehunters always will have a chance, as they have very, very good individual players, and I know that all 3 of them are going to try to make it through the regional qualifiers for their team.
The overall decision was, yes, we're going to all try to qualify again, and if one of us makes it, we're going to invite the other 2 just to bring Team Snipehunters back. And that's what's going to happen if one of us makes it. Yeah.
I think from the very first moment, we knew that we will go together back as a team. I think it would feel wrong to play with other people in that tournament, because we've been there together, we won it together. That's everything you could ask for. It wouldn't have mattered if we would have lost twice in the final or won twice. At the end, we want to play the World Championship.
I think that through the 2 finals, we had become very close friends all together.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting because we really wanna go back.
Worlds hasn't been in Europe for a while, so it's incredibly exciting to see that it's now coming back to Europe and to Paris, France specifically, because that's of course a beautiful location with the home turf advantage. Of course, it's even easier. No jet lag, no nothing. Therefore, the European teams, and there are some good ones already qualified, I think they are going to have a good time, maybe taking the title once more.
It's hard for me to even express how much Yu-Gi-Oh has done for me overall, because I've been playing this game forever. At this point, a lot of my longest friends and closest friends are from this game. A lot of my travel experiences and so many other things. The competitive success I found, as well as the career I now have. So it's basically almost everything that this game has brought to me.
Participate in the Road to Worlds 2025. How did you get the name Snipehunters?
Because we hit on 5.
Huh?
Okay, so yeah, I can explain to you why the name is Snipehunters. I don't know how many people actually know this, but so that year, I don't know, maybe okay, look at Snipehunter the card, maybe, because that is a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Okay.
I don't know. I picked that name. I don't know if it was too hold up.
Yeah, that was such a great documentary.
They turned that into something very emotional. Of course, when we recorded it, it wasn't quite as emotional, but that was pretty cool.
Nah, that was really lovely. I love the way they put it together, and it's also on YouTube, guys. So be sure to also check it out on YouTube in your own time. There's the linky poo.
But yeah, Snipehunters is a card that in its artwork, it's basically it lets you roll a dice, and and basically depending on the result, it either hits or it doesn't hit. And in its artwork, it specifically hits on the number 5. And the year 2023 was my 5th time at the World Championship, so I called the team Snipehunters because it was I was like, it's gonna happen on number 5, so that's why that's the name.
I see. Clever. I like that.
And it did work.
It worked. Oh no, that's awesome. I love seeing such passion. Like,
thank you.
It's so cool. Gosh, and I imagine you are entering again, all 3 of you.
Well, we haven't qualified yet. That's what the second stage is for.
Well, that's what I mean. Like you go through the.
Oh no, we're trying. Yeah, we're definitely trying. All 3 of us are trying. And like I said in that thing, if one of us ends up qualifying, we're gonna invite each other again. So hopefully, Team Snipehunters can be back at this year. But we will try our best.
Keep everything crossed. I hope so. I'll be cheering you on.
Thank you.
Yes, fingers crossed. Liz, are you qualified? Maybe someday. Someday you'll, you know, I'll perform. That's have me to perform. I'll perform. But nah, I mean, it'd be neat. I mean, I am excited to cheer everybody on. That's what I'm excited for. I'm excited to cheer everybody on and see all the teams next year, my lord. Okay, dream big. That's true. You guys should download it and dream big yourselves and join in. You never know what could happen. You never know.
What I will say is that before I qualified for the first time, and then before we actually won it, I also never. I mean, we always tried, but we never knew it was gonna happen. We always just believed, right? And then just did it.
Yes. Believe not only in the heart of the cards, but yourself. Oh gosh.
All right. I hope you enjoyed that, both the documentary part and the taking a look at the new Blue Eyes deck part.
I loved it. Yeah.
I hope it motivated you and some of your kingdom to check in with Yu-Gi-Oh again. And maybe even take part in the qualifiers yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because like I've genuinely enjoyed when I've had the time playing. So I'm so happy. So thank you so much, Konami, for bringing me and Josh back together to play again. Really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. I could not I had to find the time. I was like, yes, I must play Yu-Gi-Oh with Josh again.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Good time. Yeah, me too. And the Bloodflame Kingdom are very happy too, and I hope the Schmidtlings are happy as well.
They are happy.
Yay! Yatta! Oh my gosh. But yeah, yes. So be sure to join in for funsies. Why not? Yes. And I'm sure if I've had a great time playing Master Duel, so I'm sure any new people who are interested, just give it a shot. Just have fun. Okay. All right. We shall leave it there then. Oh, sad. I'm like, I don't want it to end. Oh, God. This overlay keeps going in front of your face, my end. 27th of May, road to out. Freaking Josh is getting Mike Wazowski'd over here.
No, it's all good.
On my end. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to check out Josh.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah,
Josh.
also, yes. I mean, to the people watching on my end, if you enjoyed the gaming with Elizabeth, also of course feel free to check out her channel. Just repaying the favor.
Great Exardian lady.
Yes.
Oh gosh. But yeah. And yes. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Thank you all so much. Okay. All right. I am going to go to my ending screen. Thank you so much, Josh.
Yeah, me too. Bye, everybody.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye. Parting is such sweet sorrow, but we will see you on the morrow. Let my voice be your strength. Bye-bye.